into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
And she's back, baby. Good morning. Welcome to you at home. Welcome back, my friend, Miss International. Welcome.
Thank you. I feel like I should come with a bit of an accent. You know, when South Africans go for a week, then they're like, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Would you like some crumpets and tea?
Hey, well, you've got to fit in when you're in a global village, my friend. Just returned from the wicked global premiere in London. What was that like?
Absolutely incredible, Graham. What an opportunity to be in the same space, breathing the same air as people like Ariana Grande, as well as Cynthia Erivo.
Jeff Goldblum. Come on.
To be honest, I was kind of there for him. I said, Jeff, hello, I love you. It was so cool. He hasn't changed a bit. He's such a character, as is everybody. And the movie was absolutely phenomenal. Cried tears. It was so emotional and so relatable, just about celebrating difference. I mean, if you know Wicked, then you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
And the way those ladies carried the movie, it was
I mean, if you could have seen the upbeat, positive, sunshiny version of J.P. Sebastian taking us through his critique, you just wouldn't have believed it, actually.
Well, how many
Can I even?
Popcorns.
8 popcorns.
8 popcorns?
That's like, so I was like, so it's going to win an Oscar. And jokingly, and he was like, yeah, probably. Well, that's what it's about, okay? And I'm so glad that you got the international plug-in and the opportunity to connect with a lot of really awesome people as well.
Absolutely. I mean, African press was present, and it was so great to be able to see us dominating that space, to be like, yes, we're in London, baby, and yes, we're watching this incredible movie.
Oh, man, absolutely love it. So hopefully you will have the opportunity to plug into the movie as well. But for the next 3 hours, I want you to stay in your house. Why? Because a young man has just stepped into studio. Damien Phillips is here. He's going to spend a bit of time with us this morning. Last week, we touted him as a fashionista on top of everything else. We're going to get into what interests him right now, his incredible journey this year, and what that rock-solid mindset, where that comes from.
I need to know.
We love this guy. So if you've got any questions, if you want to connect with the man this morning, please drop us a note or connect with us on our social media platforms. And speaking of which, I think it's time to start that conversation online right now. We love the fact that we get to have these rich conversations with you for the next 3 hours, and we're putting it to you guys this morning. And this speaks volumes, I think, to so many of our journeys. Teachers can change a child's life. We know that. So when you look back over your journey, who was your game changer teacher and why? Pay some homage right now. Give them the validation that they so richly deserve. Look back through your schooling journey, and you'd probably be surprised. There might be a couple of figures that you even forgot about, but who were those teachers that stood out while you were at school, maybe in a crunch moment? Maybe they helped you achieve things that you never thought were possible. Maybe they made all the difference, not inside the classroom, but on a sporting field. Let us know which teachers helped to unlock your true potential, and we'll keep that conversation running, as I said, for the next 3 hours. 063-408-8863 is the number to use if you want to drop us a voice note or a question for Damien, as I said. But we're going to give you a few talking points right now as we delve into some of those sporting highlights and headlines, and of course the news headlines as we enter into the weekend.
3 minutes after 6 o'clock. I'll get into my teachers in just a little bit in the show, but for now, let's get into those national headlines. The National Disaster Management Centre has, of course, said a couple of things. We've provisionally classified foodborne illnesses as a national disaster. They're not officially declared. Gauteng police have meanwhile launched a judicial investigation into the death of a 5-year-old in Diepkloof, Soweto, allegedly after eating contaminated food on Wednesday. Now, 4 children showed symptoms after buying food from a local spaza shop. The 5-year-old who died at a clinic, while the others remain in critical condition. Now, police spokesperson Dimokatso Nevului says post-mortem results are, of course, awaited to confirm the cause of death. Meanwhile, the South African Reserve Bank's Monetary Policy Committee has cut the repo rate by 25 basis points to 7.75%, lowering the prime lending rate to 11.25%. Governor Lesetja Kganyago announced the unanimous decision after a meeting yesterday afternoon, citing a drop in annual consumer inflation to 2.8% in October, below the 3% to 6% target range. Kganyago noted growth could exceed expectations from 2024, supported by structural reforms in electricity and transport. Additionally, Standard and Poor's positive credit rating outlook reflects a reduced country risk premium, boosting longer-term growth prospects. Let's take a look further afield at international news making headlines. In his State of the Nation address yesterday, Kenyan President William Ruto announced the cancellation of deals with India's Adani Group, citing new information from investigative agencies and partner nations. This follows U.S. prosecutors charging Adani with fraud over a $250 million bribery scheme, allegations the group denies. Adani was set to invest $1.85 billion to upgrade Jomo Kenyatta International Airport and $736 million to build power lines. Now, the airport deal, involving a new runway and improved terminal, faced backlash over corruption concerns and a workers' strike fearing job losses. Meanwhile, the International Criminal Court has issued arrest warrants for Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and Hamas military commander Mohammed Deif. Now, the court cited reasonable grounds for war crimes and crimes against humanity during the Israel-Hamas conflict. Israel condemned the decision, calling it, quote, anti-Semitic, while Hamas called it a, quote, historical precedent. The impact depends on whether the ICC's 124 member states, which exclude Israel and the US, enforce the warrants. Now, the White House rejected the decision, but the EU urged respect and implementation. Now, we close up with this news coming back to South Africa, where a South African researcher, Professor Sabia Isaac, has received the prestigious Christiana Figueres Policy to Practice Award, celebrating her work in bridging science and policy to combat antimicrobial resistance. As chair in antibiotic resistance and One Health and a pharmaceutical sciences professor at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, she has made a global mark. Now, her illustrious career includes shaping strategies, publishing extensively, and advising on critical policies worldwide, and is known for turning research into solutions with real-world impact. Professor Isaac called the award an honor and a milestone in innovation. Seems across all fronts, South Africa is just doing us so incredibly proud. Let's hope that carries over into the sporting world. Here's Graham with the latest.
Yes, my friend, we'll have ample opportunity to show that national pride because Springbok Sevens coach Philip Snyman has unveiled officially his squad packed with experience for the Emirates Dubai Sevens, kicking off the new HSBC Sevens season next weekend. So 10 players have previously lifted the trophy. That's a great start. While newcomers like Donovan Don, David Brits and Tristan Lates add some fresh energy and a lot of pace. So MP Visser and Zane Davids will co-captain the Blitzboks. Congratulations, gents. They face Olympic champions France and Australia and Kenya in the pool stage. Tough draw, but great to pass through the fire in that group stage. Really does help the team if you look at our history. Now let's turn to football, and Pep Guardiola has signed a 2-year contract extension with Manchester City, keeping it at the Etihad up until the end of 2026 at least. So the 53-year-old Spaniard, who joined in 2016, has now won 6 Premier League titles, including a record 4 consecutive crowns. Guardiola also guided City to a historic treble in 2023. The extension comes amid City's ongoing defence against Premier League rule breach allegations. So we'll certainly watch that space, but they certainly are shoring up their defence. Now we stay with footballing news, this one kind of on and off the pitch. Barcelona's return to the Camp Nou has been postponed until at least mid-February as modernisation and expansion work continues. So La Liga fixtures against Valencia and Alaves in late January and early February will remain at the Montjuic Olympic Stadium. New UEFA rules and logistical challenges influencing that decision. So the revamped Camp Nou, set for partial reopening by late 2024, will be fully completed by 2026 with a massive 105,000 capacity. So it is quite an upgrade. Now let's finally turn to tennis and a phenomenal finale in the men's draw. World number 1 Yannick Sinner led Italy to the Davis Cup semi-finals with a 2-1 victory over Argentina yesterday. Sinner dominating Sebastian Baez 6-2, 6-1. That was after Francisco Carantolo beat Lorenzo Musetti. So Sinner and Matteo Berrettini secured the doubles win there, defeating Andreas Molteni and Maximo Gonzalez 6-4, 7-5. That means Italy will next face Australia, who just edged past the United States 2-1 in their quarter-final clash. A busy sporting weekend, so we'll continue to dip into those highlights as we progress. And yes, Damien Willems is here to chat rugby and everything else in between in just a moment. So once again, if you've got any questions or comments, you can drop them on our social media pages. But right now, on the foot of the weekend, hopefully the weather is playing its part.
Let's take a look at that very weather. Good morning, Mzansi. Welcome to it. And I say that because we haven't said welcome to the Johannesburg studio as yet. We got a whole lot coming your way. However, what's going down with the weather? Well, we always trust the South African Weather Service to let us know. And they've issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms expected to hit western and central parts of KZN. These storms may bring damaging winds, excessive lightning, hail and heavy downpours, posing a risk of localized damage to infrastructure, settlements, property, vehicles, livelihoods and livestock. Additionally, extremely high fire danger conditions are predicted for much of the central Northern Cape and the northern bushveld of Limpopo, urging residents to exercise caution and please remain vigilant. Authorities advise preparedness for potential weather-related disruptions in these areas. Please make sure that you do remain cautious. For now, though, we need to check what's happening on your side of life because we always ask you to come through with that beautiful sunrise view. And a very big shout out to Derek from Durban North Beach. Derek, I wish I was there with you. This image is absolutely stunning. You look like you're on holiday. If that's where you live, I'm jealous. I'm very, very, very jealous. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. Thank you very much for getting us into the spirit of this festive vibe because Durban always brings that. And you need to bring your vibe, Mzansi. No matter where you are, we want to see your side of life. Send in your sunrise view on 063 408 8863. Right about now, let's take a full look at what's happening with your temperatures.
Let's do a young feel-good welcome to this young man, Stefasami, Damien Willems in the house. So there are going to be a lot of applause, and because we love having you here, dude.
Thank you for having me.
How are you, man?
I'm being very well. Just got out of surgery 2 weeks ago. Wrote my last exam, so yeah, I'm happy that's done, and you know, on the road to recovery now. So yeah,
Sure,
looking forward to a few weeks off, and just connecting with the family and enjoying the sun in Cape Town. So yeah, that's.
Well, you don't have the next 3 hours off, dude. We're going to pump you for questions. We want to find out everything in your world, how you're doing, how the body is holding up, but most importantly, all the things that are going on in your world at the moment, dude. Cannot wait to plug into that. So as I said, if you've got any questions, if you want any advice, especially on the rugby field, or when it comes to that mindset, which I cannot wait to delve into, please drop us a voice note or hit us up on any of our socials. We'll start the conversation in just a moment.
Absolutely. Also, we get into the kitchen with this guy. I don't know how good you are in the kitchen, but we're going to find out together. I love that. And speaking about kitchen, the top 3 MasterChef SA contestants are going to come on through, and I can't wait to get into also their mindset.
Yeah, the ladies are
skills.
dominating.
Ooh, come on now. I absolutely love it. We'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I think you can see how excited we are this morning. That's because we've got the incredible Damian Phillips joining us, two-time Rugby World Cup winner, a Stormers star, and I think an absolute fan favourite with good reason. From Strand to global glory, Damian's journey is inspiring both on and off the field, and he is lighting fires around him at the moment. I want to know how he balances rugby, studies, community impact, all of these big dreams, and still delivers in the way that he does. Dude, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Guy, everyone has an origin story. You know, we've been loving the Wicked movie that's going crazy at the moment. Origin, origin, origin. What's your origin story? Where did this kind of talent and mindset, this kind of love, passion, it doesn't just happen, dude. Where did this begin for you?
Yeah, I guess good morning, everyone. To all the viewers. I know my mom and everyone back home in Strand.
Love you, mommy.
Is all tuning in and watching. And yeah, I think obviously for me, you know, coming from humble beginnings in Strand, Brewery Road, it all started in the backyard of Mrs. Fortuin, where we started, you know, just playing rugby and, you know, loving sports. It's big in our community, and it's one of our, you know, prime things that we do in our community, and we all love sport. And yeah, I guess this is where I come from. My dad played rugby back in his day, and you know, I kind of just fell in love with the game at a young age, and you know, said to myself that I wanted to go pro. And you know, I was just gonna thank guys like Mr. Winston Bart, who was my mentor from Somerset West Methodist Primary, you know, who took me up through the ranks. And
That's
you know,
awesome that you still remember those names from that phase,
yeah, 100%. I mean, like, that's where I come from, and you know, I just gotta thank people like that for instilling, you know, the discipline and resilience and, you know, that mindset within me, and to go further and, you know, to go reach those heights. And I believe in that and worked hard to get there.
Clearly, because you were ready. 18, I think you made your Super Rugby debut. And I remember back in the day, Super Rugby was almost more physically demanding than international rugby. It was kind of where the battleground had been drawn, I think. Sorry, New Zealand, that we don't get to do that at that degree. But what was that like? Because you must have been the best player in most of your teams growing up, and now you're in that space. Suddenly every player on the field is the best player in their team through that. How did you handle that? What did that feel like?
Yeah, that was one of the craziest transitions for me going from school, because I literally wrote my last matric exam and started for the Stormers the next day.
Oh, so you're used to playing and studying at least, yeah.
And my brother came to pick me up in Stellenbosch, where I was staying at the Western Province Rugby Institute. And yeah, I started with the seniors. I walked in there, I saw Eben Etzebeth, I saw Reinhard Elsard, Cheslin Colby, Damien, and the list just go on. And I was kind of like starstruck. And I'm like, you know, I'm 18 years old, I just finished matric exams, and now I'm here like training with these dudes. And then, yeah, I just got to thank Coach Robbie Fleck, who was the head coach then, for giving me an opportunity. I mean, I was 18 years old when I made my debut, like 3 months. 18 years and 3 months. I don't know if I, as a coach, would have picked the 18-year-old kid.
Well, clearly you had the chops, dude, and I think that's kind of been incumbent on you throughout your rugby journey, that when it's needed, Damian's got it, it's fine. Oh, he needs to play fullback and fly-off in the same match and maybe on wing. Okay, no, it's fine, Damian can do it. You feel that kind of pressure. And I know we've touched on that before, but you've made yourself so useful and so effective in so many ways. Is that a pressure or is that a joy, being able to express yourself like that?
Yeah, I would say it's more of a joy. I think for me, it all comes down to preparation. And as I said, people have been giving me opportunities. I've been given opportunities, and you know, for me, it's always been, you know, taking that opportunity with both hands, you know, and both feet, you know, because I know these opportunities, you know, there's hundreds and thousands of, you know, rugby, young rugby stars in South Africa that would do anything to be in that position or to play for the national team or for the club. So yeah, to me, it's all about my preparation. I don't really think about it as pressure. I've been playing rugby for a long time, so I just need to go out and express myself.
And you love it, dude.
I love it, yeah, that's all it's been.
And that seems to be the vibe in all the teams that you are playing for at the moment. There is a love of the game, and I keep calling it the beautiful game because it feels like we've discovered a nuance in the game that didn't exist maybe a couple of years ago. And I think the South African rugby mindset has been a big part of that. Just how can you take those skills to that next level? What was the key for you unlocking that potential? Because there are so many young rugby players, young boys and girls looking to you because you're that guy.
Yeah.
What was it for you, do you think? Is there an X factor? Is it just training? How have you been able to level up?
Yeah, I think for me, I've always just trusted my natural instinct, flair, and ability, skill ability that I have, and just working within that frame set or framework, and then obviously trusting the coaches. I think that's something I've always done. As I said to Mr. Winston Bard, it's like taking their advice, keeping my head down, working hard, and then. I know I'll always find the way. This is where I'm from, in the nature, guys, us from Strand, we feel like we have that competing and fighting edge.
You will overcome.
Yeah, we will overcome. And as I said, I trust my natural ability with everything. If I play international, club level, wherever that might be, I know I have the skill set and the ability to get over
to do it. Well, you've proven it now. On the biggest stages, the most pressurized stages. Is there a moment, I mean, it's impossible for me looking at your career to kind of even pick 5 highlights that could be your favorite moment. Obviously, World Cups have got to stand kind of head and shoulders above most, but I don't know, maybe it's different for you. Has there been a moment that stands out as your greatest rugby moment?
Yeah, look, that's always a tough one. It's a very good question, and I've thought about it a lot. I think there's probably 3 moments. I would say playing for Paul Roos in the 150th year, and then obviously captaining the team. That was one of my big highlights in my career, because Paul Roos is it's a massive institution.
It is rugby.
It is.
It represents
and then
DNA.
I would say winning the Currie Cup with my brother was really special. I think that's also once in a lifetime. I think the Dupree brothers also did it a year or 2 after, and then obviously the 2023 World Cup, which was incredible. I was part of the 2019 World Cup, but I didn't play as much. I was more like a rookie coming in and, just learning from the guys.
Your dues,
learning from guys from like Willie and Frans Steyn, which I'm really, really grateful for. And as I said, then coming into 2023, starting to establish myself. And I guess like looking back at it now, and being out now for a year, missing Test rugby, I've kind of seen, like the pressure that we are actually under, and
what you mean to the
people. What we mean to the people, and just being on the outside, and it's so beautiful to see like how South Africans and we as South Africans support each other. Even for myself, like even though I'm not in the team, and I saw Stephen last week on the show, and how he said like how he feels, like supporting the team, and we all just love South Africa, and we find a way to overcome things and, get the job done. And that's so beautiful.
And I don't think you guys realize to the extent that you help people in those crunch moments, because often in that tipping point, when it does feel like it's impossible, then you guys go and do something that is impossible. But I think what I love about you guys, the fact that you get the big scale, you understand that, yes, the whole country is feeding off the energy that you provide, whether it's playing for your province, whether it's playing for your country, but it's also the kid growing up in Strand. That I think you understand needs you there to continue that brotherhood. And whether they make it to school history or legend or not, there are so many young people looking up to you, and I think you really do understand that. I cannot wait to delve into what else is going on in Damien's world at the moment. We've spoken about the fashion connection, so yes, we will touch on that. But he does understand community impact, I think, more than anyone else. So we'll delve into what he's been getting up to off the field in just a moment. Stick around.
Oh, guys, I need you to tell Damien that I say hello. I am absolutely begging you. Tell him I say hi, and he's my hero. Thank you very much. Right about now, I want to be your hero, Mzansi. I say that because, honey, I'm about to tell you how you can be a winner. Because the guaranteed 70 million rand Powerball jackpot is your reason to play this Friday. And if you get left behind, it's your fault, Sana, and I don't want that for you. So don't. Go and play now. Literally, all you have to do is buy your ticket now in store or on nationallottery.co.za. You can also do so on the mobile app, on cell phone banking, or simply dialing *120 *7529# for USSD. We've posted all these details on our Expresso pages, and you can go and check them out. And just like that, you could be a winner. But you got to ponder, push up, play Powerball for the guaranteed 70 million rand jackpot today, and you could win the life-changing jackpot that I honestly wish could be mine and could be yours, but you need to go and play. It is all in the name of us having a beautiful morning right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And right now, I need to officially say, welcome home, my gorgeous girl from London town. It's been absolutely stunning what I've been seeing on the socials and having you back in South Africa. My Carissa, what's still coming up, babe?
Oh, thank you, Zanella. So much still coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Let me tell you a little bit more about it, okay? We got to get into the kitchen because the top 3 finalists from MasterChef South Africa are in the building. And when it comes to culinary skills, they definitely know what it takes to get to the top. Top 3 is no small decision to make with these 3, and I can't wait to see them in action in just a little bit. And then we also have to tell you a little bit more about what is coming up on Tropica. Yes, we're so deep into the season right now, and I can't wait to find a little bit more details as to what is coming your way come tomorrow. So much is still coming your way on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Prepare yourselves, grab your coffee, and we'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show. It is, of course, Expresso right here on S3. And we got to get into some culinary goodness because as we approach the grand finale of MasterChef South Africa, we're joined by the remarkable top 3 finalists. We have Bridget, we have Chanel, and we have Nabila in the building to chat about their journey throughout the competition and also the challenges that they've... a power trio. Let's give them a Feel Good welcome. Ladies, first of all, can I just say it's so incredible to see 3 incredible women at the forefront of such a prestigious competition that we've all been consuming and watching for so long. How does it feel to be here?
Exciting.
Yeah.
I think we're all happy to be part of the top 3. Definitely nervous, of course.
A little bit of nerves.
So, yeah, we'll see what it brings.
Oh, man. I love what they said about you in particular, Bridget, that we tried to actually get it to tone down. She said, no, more is more. Was that kind of the intention that you came into the competition with?
I mean, in general, I'm like that. So
Yeah.
I guess it does translate to the food. And why not bring more? Just know
Yes.
how to do it, of course.
And you found that it kind of counted in your favor the further on you've gotten?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. The more options you have on what to put on the plate, I think you have more things that can possibly go right than wrong.
Oh, I love this mindset. Maybe I can come to you and ask you a little bit more, Chanel, about your approach in even getting into this. Or let's take it back a moment, actually, before we get there. What was that moment like when you found out that you were part of this MasterChef competition?
I was absolutely shocked because I never expected to make it onto the show. It's a show that I've watched for the longest time, and I always remember saying to myself, oh, I wish I could actually be on MasterChef. So when I got the call, I was extremely surprised, nervous, and then also a bit scared because then reality set in that, oh, I'm going to actually be in this competition.
On TV, in front of all these people, I mean, the pressure's on.
Yes.
And you've clearly done well. I mean, top 3 is so incredible. Are you guys proud of yourselves? How are you feeling, Nabila? Where are you at in your mind?
Definitely ecstatic to be here. It was something that I hoped for, but I didn't actually expect to end up.
Yeah.
So just, trying to keep focused on the challenge at hand.
Absolutely. Bridget, I'm going to come back to you and ask you, what was your motivation for entering this competition?
My motivation?
Yeah.
I think when I wanted to enter this cooking competition, it was really throwing a rock into the lake, you know, and seeing what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But it was also a thing of wanting to put myself out there, especially more in the food industry, like seeing what can we actually do that's going to really bring excitement and what can we at least get our foot in the door, you know. That's what I was mainly focused on. And, well, look how far we've come. So I'm really happy about that.
Oh, my goodness. And your families, I mean, are they supportive? Who are those people that really get you going where you feel like, oh, I'm about to literally throw in the towel right now? I mean, any of you can answer that.
I definitely have a group of people behind me. I didn't expect, actually, that was something sort of odd to find out, but I was really glad for friends that really stepped up and, you know, backed me up throughout the process.
Yeah.
My family being proud as well. It's been kind of like a community building situation, which I didn't expect.
Yeah, I get that. I've been part of a competition before, and it is, you won't know it until you're in it, right?
Yeah.
The stress, the pressure, the urgency to just come out on top at the end of the day, but also knowing the reality that there's only one winner at the end of this, right? But seeing all you ladies here, you are so worthy of being exactly where you're at right now. I mean, your childhood self, Chanel, if I can come to you, what would you say to the younger version of you that hoped maybe one day that you would turn this into a profession?
I think my younger self would be so proud of me for making it to the top 3 in this competition.
Sure.
And I think I would definitely tell myself never to give up, because I think as long as you just keep focused, even though at the time, if you're young, it seems like you're not going to get there, trust me, you'll get there.
Oh, what's such good advice. I'm taking that one as well, if you don't mind. I'm going to use that for myself. Without giving too much away very quickly, what can we expect from the finale?
You can expect a lot of intensity, a lot of pressure. If you think that the previous challenges had a lot of pressure, it's just going to get even worse now.
Ooh, I see it in your eyes, Bridget.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, but you're used to a lot, so that's okay. It's so great to see 3 women at the forefront of this incredible competition. The grand finale is coming our way really soon, and please, for you, Mzansi, don't forget to tune into MasterChef South Africa on S3. It goes down on Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Please, please, please make a date with your TV right now.
Next time on MasterChef South Africa.
The top 3 is a very tight race.
This is so crazy.
Dramatic.
The finals are going to be electric.
I'm Chef Wandile Mavaso. Roller coaster.
I am about to cook for my life.
There can be only one winner.
Catch the MasterChef Season 5 finale, Saturday at 8:30 on S3.
Karibu, all my smooth Tropica fans. Yes, it's that time again. Last week's twist was a nail-biter. Eliminated teams battled it out for their chance to get back into the competition. And the team that beat the rest was, drumroll please, Team Peach. Nobody can beat Bobby. Bobby, hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie. I love the fact that we have these kind of twists and turns, because that team, I don't think anybody wanted to see leave because they looked like potential winners. I've got to get Zanelia's take on this. If we were surprised, you must have been blown away by that epic showdown, girl.
Listen, Graham, I honestly just think that this is the twistiest, smoothest still, but very twisty Tropical Island of Treasure season ever. It's absolutely crazy to see how things are playing out. I mean, so many different ways is how everything's gone in terms of what everyone thought was going to happen. I mean, look at how all the other teams thought that Team Pineapple was the one that was going to make it back. You know what I mean? But it's always just so exciting to see how this beautiful season is playing out. And I know that for me, this was the most difficult challenge yet. Did you see, Graham, how they had to melt an entire giant ice block and then get the puzzle pieces, then build an entire triangle? It was a lot.
It's complex. It tests the brain. It tests the patience. It tests the bravery. I love the fact. Can I put it to you? Do you think these have been the toughest tasks out of any season as yet? Because it feels like this year it's landing different.
No, I definitely think so, Graham. And I think that, you know what, it speaks to just Tropical Island of Treasure genuinely being a legacy show because nothing ever stays the same. Each and every season is just unique to what it is. And honestly, I feel like this time around, even Bobby said it. If you go and watch it, if you haven't caught up as yet, my love, I urge you to do so because it was quite the episode. But he said, and he was like, that was the most difficult one out of all of them. And honestly and truly, it's just because of the complexity of the actual challenge and everything else that it came with, because it was a lot of pressure. Can you imagine, my Graham, you get another chance at getting to win your share of R1 million and a brand new Suzuki Jimny. It's gonna feel like another kind of pressure on you, right?
Oh, completely. And I can understand why Team Peach fought so well, both teams. I don't want to make it sound like they weren't both like completely invested in the process. Yeah. But you can imagine what it must have been like divorcing yourself from that money because you're now kicked out of the competition and then finding out that you get to reconnect. That in itself must have thrown them, never mind us watching. Now that you've seen the way that these kind of tasks are playing out and the team's dynamics and everyone's kind of secret powers or their superpowers, how do you think this is going to be won and lost? Is this going to be physical? Is this going to be mental? Who do you think, or how do you think the winning team is going to get this right? Because it's so open to me right now.
So, Graham, that's the thing. You are using the right word, open. I think it's going to be all of everything you've just named and everything else in between. I think it's going to take everything from them, be it mental, be it physical, be it, I don't know, needing to make sure that they are doing the right things in terms of their strategies and how they're going into it. I think it's going to take absolutely everything, because if you look at just how everything has played out since the beginning of Tropical Island of Treasure Zanzibar, I think a lot of people thought that, oh no, it would be more physical, or oh no, it would be more mental here and there. I mean, look at the Spice Garden. That was something no one would have ever thought, where they had to be tasting millies and all these other things to be able to get those points. But that's why I'm just like, on this beautiful season that we find ourselves in, anything can happen. So that's why I think it's going to take absolutely everything. Yeah.
I'm just so glad I can start using my hashtag beat Bobby again. And I'm sorry that it took traction last time. But Zanelli, you continue to absolutely blow us away. And of course, all of us at home get the opportunity to win. So if you grab yourself a Tropica promo pack, just simply follow the entry details. You stand the chance of winning your share of literally thousands of smooth prizes, including hampers. We're talking Samsung Freestyle projectors. Go and check that out. Plus, get ready for the ultimate thrill. And you probably know this already. The grand prize, a sleek 5-door Suzuki Jimny. Your adventure starts with just one sip. So get in on the action. The twists are definitely not over yet in the show and outside of it. But let's give you a little sneak peek of what's in store for episode 9. And that's airing this Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Obviously, right here on S3. You can get ready for the unexpected, because now it is anyone's game.
This Saturday evening on Tropica Island of Treasure.
I'm not scared to get my hands dirty.
I need to switch my game face on now.
She does not give up. What goes around comes around.
Nail biting stuff.
I don't know, when I want to cry or be angry.
There is someone that is hanging up their buff.
Can be anyone.
I'm actually a bit scared.
It's very stressful right now.
Let's bring them out. Catch Tropica Island of Treasure Saturday evenings at 7:30 on S3. Repeat Mondays at 9 p.m. on SABC1 and Fridays at 6 p.m. on S3.
Oh, I don't know if you feel that, but from Tropica to MasterChef, my nerves are here. I'm so incredibly excited, but also a little bit anxious for these ladies, because, of course, we have the top 3 with us. We have Chanel, we have Bridget, we have Nabila in the building, and after this very short break, we're going to put them to the test. In fact, their culinary skills are going to be tested on a new level, because they're going to be making breakfast. You came to a breakfast show. Did you think you weren't going to feed us? Because you have to feed us, right? And I can't wait to see how they're going to do it. It's a very interesting challenge where it's a breakfast relay. Who's going to come out on top? Well, we found out really, really soon. And then Sean Bartlett joins us in studio to chat all things to do with footy. Yes, we've got sports covered as well right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, your beauties. Thank you so much for keeping it plugged in. It's been an amazing Friday morning, and we love our Fridays, especially when Black Friday starts rolling around. And this Black Friday, Easy Life Kitchens are giving you an incredible offer of 10% off your entire project. That is going to make a massive difference. So for 10 days only, you can save by paying your commitment deposit of 50,000 Rand at any showroom across South Africa. If you want to land this discount, this saving is valid on all new and existing quotes as well. And you can visit their website, easylifekitchens.co.za, or just visit your nearest showroom, which I really do recommend you do, to secure that saving. It's a big one. And obviously, terms and conditions apply.
Getting the kitchen ready right now because we're about to get into something so good. I mean, I hyped it up for a time now, and I can't wait to see these ladies get into action. I mean, the heat is on, and if you can't stand the heat, you know you got to get out the kitchen, all right? Because right now we are putting our 3 finalists, that's the MasterChef South African top 3 finalists, of course, to the test. We're going to test their creativity, but also their teamwork as they get into Expresso's Relay Breakfast Challenge. Now, we have Bridget, we've got Chanel, and we've got Nabila. Are you ladies ready?
Ready.
No, are you ready? Ready. Okay, that was the softest ready I've ever heard, but I think we should get started. So who is going to go up first?
I'll go.
I'm staring at you. Okay, Chanel, you are up first. Step to the front. You have 2 minutes each to really do something impressive. I assume you're going to start with the prep?
Yes, well, actually, I'm going to start with my mushrooms first because I do need to get this nice and brown.
Well, thankfully, it's already chopped up for you. In 3, 2, 1, let the countdown begin. 2 minutes is on.
Just a bit of olive oil
Very
first,
measured. Okay.
And some butter while this is getting
It's
hot.
going. I wish I could help you, but unfortunately, my hands are tied. What's the process here? We're taking
the English muffins.
Yes.
I'm just
you need a
going
knife?
to
Let me help you out.
split those. And while I'm splitting those, I'm going to get the mushrooms going on. Thank you.
Okay, butter, olive oil going. We're cutting down the English muffins. Are we toasting them?
We are going to be toasting them because we want a nice toasted English muffin. It's going to add texture to that breakfast.
Okay.
And let's go in with our
Multitasking. So I think the role of you guys is to encourage her. So can I get it? Let's go! Let's go, Chanel! Oh my goodness. Did you find that teamwork actually worked, or were you kind of solo players when you were on the competition and are on the competition?
Some of my favorite challenges were definitely the team challenges.
Yeah?
I think that the creative input was definitely something that helped you get out of your head. So it was actually almost easier to collaborate more. Yeah.
Yeah. We're good.
100%. I love that. I think collaboration is so underrated. It's something that we definitely need to focus on. Okay, let's do a time check. How are we doing for time? 35 seconds. Okay. No pressure, but all the pressure. Chanel, you got this. Is that one on for you? Let me help you out.
Let's get that
Okay,
going
so we're going on here. Okay, we're going to bring it to the front. Mushrooms are going. English muffin needs to be toasted. 20 seconds left. Who's up next?
It's Bridget.
Okay, Bridget. How are we carrying this on? What is the breakfast actually? Because we've got English muffin and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap out. Next person in. Thank you, Chanel. Come on, Bridget.
This one.
Let me help you out then. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, your 2 minutes is on the clock. Okay, that's that one. Okay.
Season the mushroom.
Yes.
What else is done though?
Even with the gorgeous nails, I love to see it, Bridget. They said more is more, extra is extra. Let's do it, baby. Okay, what is your thinking here?
Right now, I'm going to then start with a beautiful relish. Check these mushrooms. That need to make sure they are cooking correctly.
So you guys need some help, eh? I wish I could tap in. I don't know. If I see sweat dropping or if I see you stressing, maybe I'll help a little bit.
Bridget's got this.
You think she's got this?
She's got
okay. You hear your teammates.
Is the heat on?
Yeah, it is on. It just needs to quicken.
Okay, so I'm trying to see. We're doing a English muffin. We've got some relish going and some mushrooms. Is that the breakfast?
So it's going to be a breakfast sandwich. We're going to also do a soft scramble with some feta cheese.
Is that your job?
Yes.
Soft scrambled feta cheese. That sounds incredible. You're trying to win us over. I see you. Oh, beautiful. Well, it's looking really good.
Thank you.
Well done. Is there anything I can pass you?
I'll start with some spinach.
Bridget, the muffin.
Here, wait.
Beautiful.
That's looking good, Bridget. Nice color.
You got 40 seconds on the clock. Okay, actually, yeah. Create one, and then let's see it from there. Delicious. Do you have a go-to dish that you absolutely love creating?
I have plenty of go-to dishes. I feel it's so difficult to always pick one because I love food. So there's never just a single dish that I can
Your
ever
spinach
choose.
is on fire, Bridget.
And how about something's on fire? How about breakfast? What is your go-to?
Breakfast has to be eggs Benny. I love hollandaise sauce.
8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap out. Next person in. Nice, Bridget. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Woo, the stress. I'm feeling it. Okay. Are you ready, Nabila? In 3, 2, 1. Your 2 minutes is on the clock.
All right.
Let's go, Nabila.
If you need help with that, I can help you.
I think that's good.
Okay, cool.
Bridget, did you add seasoning into the relish?
Salt, a bit of salt and some pepper and some
Okay,
butter.
just want to
If
make
you
sure
want
that the mushrooms are cooked off. And you added salt here.
Yes.
I just want to do a little
Just
bit
add
more.
a bit more taste and see how you feel.
I like this teamwork. You know, often they say when it comes to
As long as
women,
the
the
spinach-
competition is
spinach-
quite intense,
Okay, I'm
but the
gonna add
collaboration
eggs
is beautiful
Okay.
here.
Heat.
Okay, I think we should start on the eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, you can
Can
use
I
that
use this
one.
Well, let's do this one here.
You probably need to plant the mushrooms. Do you guys think the mushrooms are done? Can I take them out?
The color on the mushrooms, Nabila?
I think maybe we're going to leave them a slight bit longer.
Okay, I just need a pan for your eggs.
I'm going to mix it into the spinach.
Oh.
Do we have a fork here by any chance?
That's why I'm
Sorry,
not a master chef
Yeah, it is.
contestant.
Okay, so I'll take it off momentarily. And I'll get back
Yes,
to
you
that.
got this. Continue.
This is cream, is that correct? Just add a little
You've
cream.
got 60 seconds on the clock.
That's
You got
incredible.
quick.
All right.
We worked under worse pressure.
Yeah, you
Some
can
of
do
the
this.
feta cheese into that.
Yes,
And then scramble
yes,
it up.
yes.
Did you add black pepper to the eggs?
I did not.
Beautiful. You guys know we've got the toughest judges in studio. You thought Zola was bad.
I don't
We
think
gotta get
anyone's
into
worse
this.
than our judges.
We'll see in just a little bit. Okay, you have 30 seconds. Oh, this technique is incredible. Are these scrambled eggs?
It is going to be a soft scramble.
A soft scramble.
Yeah, just quickly. Oh my gosh.
That's okay. We love a bit of mess in the kitchen.
Okay, so do I have to plate this as well in my 30 seconds?
Yep. And you've got about 30 seconds left.
13. Okay.
Woo! Let's go, Nabila. Let's go.
Nabila, don't forget the
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll give you a bit of grace. We'll give you a bit of grace. We'll give you a bit of grace.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Can we get a round of applause for our ladies? Absolutely stunning. Teamwork makes the dreamiest work. All right, we have to get somebody in here to judge this. Is it going to be Graham? Is it going to be Damien? Who's going to be the tougher judge? Maybe it's going to be me. Okay.
I think they did our time
It
limitation.
smells good. It looks good. Does it taste good? All right.
You know when the judges do that pause and look you in your eyes? Don't do that.
Please don't look at us.
Don't do that.
It's fantastic. That's really good. The only thing I would add is hot sauce. But I mean,
I'm a hot sauce girl.
I'm a hot sauce girl.
True.
That's really good. Those eggs.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good, guys. We did,
Yeah.
we did good.
Well done, y'all. This is exactly why we are top 3 when it comes to the final of MasterChef South Africa. Again, don't forget to catch it 8:30 this Saturday. It's going down. It's going to be incredible. Are you Team Chanel? Are you Team Bridget? Are you Team Nabila? I'm Team Girls, because we can get it, right? Woohoo! We run the world, okay? I'm going to have another bite to eat.
No worries.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code Expresso for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, can we get yet another feel-good welcome this morning for one of the absolute greats. Sean Bartlett is in the house. I love that smile, dude. You don't understand, because I've grown up watching the smile. And listen, I'm not that much younger than you know what I'm saying, dude? So it's okay. But I noticed your vibe with me changed considerably when I walked into studio wearing my true colours.
Quite
this morning.
interesting
Okay.
choice,
So I know you're a tome of footballing knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got an interesting fact
Well,
that comes to bear.
I look at the shirt and it reminds me of, I'm one of a few people or players in the Premier League that have scored 2 goals at White Hart Lane and got a red card. So that's my interesting fact about Tottenham Hotspurs.
I don't know if I should love him or hate him right now. No, I don't think I could love him anymore. Sean is here to chat English footy because we absolutely love it. That story matters and our connection to it, well, he's got a closer connection to it than any of us, and we'll delve into his incredible journey and who his money is on this crazy season in just a moment. But first, let's get into those news and sporting headlines.
3 minutes before the top of the hour, let's get into that 7 o'clock news. Now, we start off with national news, where Electricity Minister Josienso Ramokgopa says Eskom will extend office hours to help customers recode their power meters. During a Soweto visit, Ramokgopa confirmed that additional staff have been deployed to address concerns about meeting the deadline. Johannesburg's City Power will also extend its office hours, with over 1,000 customers, mostly from Alexandra, still needing upgrades. Ramokgopa reassured customers that support would be available to ensure compliance. Now, meanwhile, the City of Cape Town reports that all its meters have been updated, having started the process 3 years ago. Sticking to national news, the National Disaster Management Centre has provisionally classified foodborne illnesses as a national disaster, though not officially declared. Gauteng police have meanwhile launched a judicial investigation into the death of a 5-year-old in Deep Kloof, Soweto, allegedly after eating contaminated food on Wednesday. 4 children showed symptoms after buying food from a local spaza shop. The 5-year-old died at a clinic, while the others remain in critical condition. Now, police spokesperson Dimakatso Nevuluweni says the post-mortem results, are awaited to confirm the cause of death. Now, taking a look further afield at your international news-making headlines, where the Ukrainian Air Force reports that Russia has fired an intercontinental ballistic missile at Dnipro, marking the first use of such a weapon in war. Designed to carry nuclear warheads over vast distances, Ukraine has not confirmed the missile's warhead type. Now, the launch came shortly after Ukraine fired US and British missiles at Russian targets. The regional governor said the attack targeted industries and vital infrastructure, injuring 2 people. Now, the use of the missile has not yet been confirmed by Russia. Meanwhile, in his State of the Nation address, Kenyan President William Ruto announced the cancellation of deals with India's Adani Group, citing new information from investigative agencies and partner nations. This follows US prosecutors charging Adani with fraud over a $250 million bribery scheme. Allegedly, the group denies. Adani was set to invest $1.85 billion to upgrade Jomo Kenyatta International Airport and $736 million to build power lines. Now, the airport deal, involving a new runway and improved terminal, faced backlash over corruption concerns and a workers' strike fearing job losses. Now, here for your 7 o'clock news, we bring it back home where the South African flag is flying so high. South African researcher Professor Tabia Isak has received the prestigious Christiana Figueres Policy to Practice Award, celebrating her work in bridging science and policy to combat antimicrobial resistance. As chair in antibiotic resistance and One Health and a pharmaceutical sciences professor at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, she has made a global mark. Now, her illustrious career includes shaping strategies, publishing extensively, and advising on critical policies worldwide, and is known for turning research into solutions with real-world impact. Prof. Issa called the award an honor and a milestone in innovation. Well, we hope to continue seeing such feel-good stories on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. That's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's delve into some sports with Graham.
Thank you so much, Carl. Let's kick it off with rugby, and we can get excited now. Springbok Sevens coach Philip Snyman has officially unveiled his squad, and it's packed with experience for the Emirates Dubai Sevens. Of course, it kicks off the new HSBC Sevens seasons next weekend. And we got 10 players who have previously lifted the trophy. That's a great starting point. And then some exciting newcomers, Donovan Don and David Brits. Tristan Lates adding some fresh energy and pace there as well. And MP Visser and Zane Davids get the congratulations as they'll co-captain the Blitzboks, excuse me, who face Olympic champions France, Australia and Kenya in the pool stage. So quite a tough group. Now let's turn to football, and he is sticking around. Pep Guardiola has now signed a 2-year contract extension with Manchester City, keeping him at the Etihad up until 2026. So the 53-year-old Spaniard, who joined back in 2016, has now won 6 Premier League titles, including a record 4 consecutive crowns. Guardiola also guided City to a historic treble in 2023. So the extension comes amidst City's ongoing defence against Premier League rule breach allegations. And then staying with footballing news, this one kind of on and off the pitch. Barcelona's return to the Camp Nou has been postponed until at least mid-February as modernisation and expansion work continues. So La Liga fixtures against Valencia, excuse me, and Alaves in late January, and then early February will remain at Montjuic Olympic Stadium. UEFA rules and logistical challenges influencing that decision. The revamped Camp Nou, set for partial reopening by late 2024, will be fully completed by 2026 with, get this, a 105,000 capacity. They're going to pack them in. And we round off with tennis, and he caps off a phenomenal year. World number 1 Jannik Sinner led Italy to the Davis Cup semi-finals with a 2-1 victory over Argentina yesterday. Sinner dominating Sebastian Baez 6-2, 6-1 and that was after Francisco Carantolo beat Lorenzo Musetti. So Sinner and Matteo Berrettini then secured the doubles win, defeating Andres Molteni and Maximo Gonzalez 6-4, 7-5. So as a result, Italy will next face Australia, who edged past the United States 2-1 in their quarter-final clash. And that's where we leave our sport for now. In just a moment, the legend from Bafana and beyond, Sean Bartlett, will join us to chat EPL as we move into, well, the busiest time, the festive season calendar. So stick around for that. But right now, let's get the latest on the traffic front.
Right about now, my lovely, as we come to you live from the Samsung showroom in Johannesburg, we need to guide you through these roads the best way we know how, okay? So let's start off in KZN, Belito. There's road closure as a result of protest action at the R102 at Shaka's Kraal. Motorists are advised to avoid the affected area, please, and make use of an alternative route and exercise caution while driving. Still in KZN, Durban, delays are being experienced along the N2 southbound after the ramp from Umgeni Road interchange. The right lane is closed, so stick to the left-hand side of the road, please. Please also allow for added travel time to your morning, and wherever you're headed this morning, buckle up and please make sure that you are safe. You know we always want you to get there in one piece. Right now, let's check out what's happening in your weather so that you can have some peace. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms that are expected to hit western and central parts of KZN. These storms are bringing damaging winds, excessive lightning, hail and heavy downpours, along with posing a risk of localized damage to infrastructure, settlements, property, vehicles, livelihoods and livestock. Additionally, extremely high fire danger conditions are predicted for much of the central Northern Cape and the northern bushveld of Limpopo, urging residents to exercise caution and please remain vigilant. Authorities advise preparedness for potential weather-related disruptions in these areas. So please, my lovely, make sure that you are being cautious and that you do keep on the lookout. Right about now, I do always love it for this part of the show because it is all about us putting a smile on your face with the views from all over South Africa. You need to come and get into your country duty the same way that Jean did, who is all the way from Gordons Bay. And Jean, you said, you know what, even though there's clouds, I am still going to snap up a beautiful picture. And thank you so much for blessing us with this. The pink and orange just coming together to make such stunning views. We appreciate it indeed, Jean, and a huge shout out to you. And this should inspire you, Mzansi. We want to see what your side of life is looking like. Send us your sunrise view on 063-408-8863 and let's show the rest of the country what it is you're waking up to. Right now, in terms of your temperatures, though, this is what they're looking like.
Well, if you thought it was hot in Uppington, I'm sorry, I had to do it up east. Stick around, it's going to get even hotter in here.
A whole season ahead, a myriad of possibilities.
ABSA, official banking partner of the Premier League.
And some of our stories are quite crazy. This is what I love about my job. It's the fact that I get to sit down with legends. And here with us this morning is none other than Shaun Bartlett himself. From his incredible, very storied playing career that's taken him across the globe, including stints at Feyenoord, at Charlton. Man, we love a little healthy rivalry or unhealthy rivalry.
No, it's been good.
It's been good, buddy. I love having you here because there are so many angles that we can look at football through. And often we talk about the current stuff and all the heat and all the nonsense that's going on. And I would imagine everyone always comes to you to talk to you about what's going down. But it hit me so hard looking at your career, how different the world was when you started. And we complain about lack of entry, lack of gateways, gatekeepers, lack of opportunity now for talented young players. What did it take? What was that like for you to crack that code? However you were able to do that then. What did that phase of your journey look like?
Yeah, obviously I came into international football when we pretty much were readmitted, you know, and that transition alone obviously was daunting. to play for the national team, and then we haven't really done much on international scene.
And I'm glad that you've said that, and I know you say it with a great deal of respect and love for those within the fold, that you're not just throwing punches here, because you are closer to the story than many more. What is missing now? Because I feel a bit of magic.
Yeah.
I feel it. I feel it within Bafana. I feel like there's something special happening within that team. But within South Africa, I've been feeling that 95, that 96 magic again. Are things shifting? How could we be doing better with football?
I think it has been quite evident over the last 6 months. And if you look at last Tuesday in the Cape Town Stadium being packed, that's what it's all about. You know, I've always said football is a game of results. You know, if you don't get results, people are not going to come and support you. And we've seen that whether it be in PE, whether it be here, whether it be in Joburg, you know, people are now getting behind Bafana. And the fact that they've unbeaten for the last 14 games, it's showing us there's progress.
And the team feeds off that energy.
But exactly.
The two work perfectly hand in hand. Now, obviously, you've earned the right to wear that jersey more than any other. Do you still get a buzz when you put it on?
Oh, without a doubt. You know, my best times are 6 years in the Premier League. You know, when I came back to South Africa, it's only when I realized actually what I'd done. You know, scoring at White Hart Lane, scoring at Anfield.
Okay, enough now. You've mentioned it like three times, Guy. Okay.
No, I always say, you know, I love these teams. I supported United, but I love these teams because I love scoring against them. So it was, it's great memories, you know, to look back at and see where I've been.
Can you single out a memory? I would say a goal against Leicester maybe would stand up, because that's when the whole world was like, whoa, okay, this is what South Africa can do. But for you, was there a moment, maybe even a backroom moment that no one even knows about?
I think it's got to be my home debut against Man United. I was with the club for 10 days, and I managed to score 2 goals, and we drew the game 3-3. So I think that for me, as a Man United supporter, was probably mixed emotions, a bittersweet moment. But to start your debut and your career in England like that, for me, was one of the best things ever.
Oh, yeah, man. I can only imagine how many kind of memories and moments in your life flooded back in that exact moment. Then you step outside of the playing space and you have even more moments. And obviously finding a way back to Cape Town Spurs has got to be quite magical. But making that transition as someone who loves the game, loves the players, being able to manage, how has that shifted you, changed the kind of man that you are?
Well, I think you mentioned a few things, and the players is the first thing that come to mind. Part of the reason why I went into coaching is to make a difference in the players' lives. I always say to them, I'm not here to make better players, I'm here to make better men.
I love that.
And I think that is what our country needs. And on the spin-off from that, you treat the person well, you'll get the results. And that's how I got my success, promoting 2 different teams, Cape Town Spurs being one of them. To the PSL, to the Premiership. And
so you're living it every day, but we get this front row seat. And I was there in 96 in the stadium, and it was a life-changing moment for me, man. I was able to see a South Africa that I fitted into, which was an amazing thing. So thank you for paving that way and bearing that pressure and just being so awesome and scoring as many goals as you have against Spurs. We'll let that slide for today. But we absolutely love our connection to the EPL here. And I'm going to put this out there because it's a biggie. Attention to all the fans and the legends as well. ABSA is hosting a very exciting competition on Instagram right now, giving you guys the chance to win one of 6 signed, or to get your hands on one of these, I'm going to say almost invaluable signed jerseys. Head over to ABSA's Instagram page, check out the details under the hashtag Football Friday, and please don't miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but those T's and C's apply.
A whole season ahead, a myriad of possibilities.
ABSA, official banking partner of the Premier League.
All right, we do have to take the shortest of breaks, but it's so crazy that I'm just surrounded by all these legends. I don't even know what to do with myself right now, from soccer to rugby. Damien, I got to ask you, can you play football? Are you a footy fan?
I can play a little
very
bit of
hipster.
football. And then, yeah, I'm a football fan. I'm Arsenal, grew up Arsenal, whole family.
If you're going to say Man United, I almost had a moment. Ah.
Yeah, so I'm a Gunner. And yeah, I love the Arsenal.
Incredible.
I had the opportunity and experience to go to the Emirates last year to go watch Arsenal-Liverpool.
Wow.
Which
Did you win? I hope you
yeah,
won.
we won. We won
Okay,
3-1. This time around, we end up in a draw.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a Arsenal and Gunner for life. Yeah?
Oh, I love to see it. And that's the thing about soccer fans. If you're that from birth, you're that for life, okay? Well, we also want to find out how you do in the kitchen. Yes, we're going to bring Damien along and cook something quite healthy. It's fish, a bit of veg.
Yeah.
You're quite good in the kitchen. Out of 10?
I give it I will see.
5 out of 10. No, I'm joking. We'll see exactly how Damien is. And then also Ryle, he's not here right now, but I'm going to tell you one thing. He put up his best skills to do a bit of a challenge, a strength endurance challenge with, of course, a deep heat. And you'll find out how he did straight after this and also how he's going to do in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Dreaming of the perfect night's sleep? One lucky viewer stands to win a queen-size Hybrido Dream base set and memory foam pillow worth 18,000 Rand from Restonic. Simply reply to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, X or IG pages and tell us if you could give your bedroom a makeover for the best sleep experience, which iDream mattress would you pick? iDream Whisper, iDream Zonal Comfort, Hybrido Dream or iDream Zonal Plush, and why? Remember the hashtag Power of Sleep. Competition closes 26 November. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue. I'm having a great day. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm just living my best life right now. We are going to chat to another superstar. Welcome him back onto the couch, rugby player Damien Willemse. Now diving into life beyond rugby, because there is a lot going on in this young man's world at the moment. And while, yes, rugby will always be the true north, there are so many things that we need to find out about, like the studies, maybe some light-hearted moments that he might have alluded to online. There are so many things behind the man in the Springbok jersey. She's got questions, dude.
I got many. Where do I begin? No, Damien, we got to get into this because I'm a fashion girly, okay? And every time I see Damien on the gram, he's got a new look, a new vibe, stepping it up, making sure that the men know that you actually have to look good when you step outside your house, okay? Be manicured and make sure you look good from head to toe.
Yes.
Also, you caused some controversy online with your fashion in particular. People were questioning you. There was so much happening, headline-worthy content.
So David Beckham, hey?
Oh my gosh. Tell me about this fashion. Where did it start? Where did your love for the cloth come from?
Yeah, I guess that's something obviously like my parents introduced me to at a young age, you know, dressing up. And I think obviously like traveling around the world and, you know, with rugby has introduced me to different styles and cultures and traveling the world. I think that's something I've been exposed to, is like different cultures, you know, different outfits and different fashion. yeah, and I guess I kind of just ran with it and, you know, embraced it from a young age. And it's something that I've always wanted to express and, you know, still trying to express.
Yeah, now you have the opportunity to, so why not?
And then obviously with this whole story, with the controversy, like, and everything, you know, I was just speaking to Rich and Bradley, and they were like, listen, we've got a cool outfit for you. And I was going off to Greece, and yeah, I guess like that's kind of where it started. So
that's when you know you're doing something right.
Richard is to blame for this.
Exactly. Look, and he would take that with absolute relish. I think he would love to know that he was disrupting like that. Has it become a bit of a thing with the younger players in the teams now? Because you've got to have a gram representation. You've got to be out there and building that side. And we'll get into the commercials of your life in just a moment. But do you kind of feel that players today, and maybe it's not just in rugby, have to be front-facing and a bit more focused on what they look like online, how they represent themselves, those sorts of things?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's like some element of appearance that comes with it. Obviously, we are professionals and we need to be professional at all times. And I think Instagram or social media is kind of just like, you know, blowing it up a little bit. But I think if we do like have conversation like this, at the end of the day, I'm still Damien. I am who I am. And that's not going to change whether I'm on TV or just walking down the street. But yeah, I think that's obviously something that, you know, has become more popular amongst rugby players and sports people. But at the end of the day, we're still human beings, and we, you know, just because we are athletes or have a sense of profile doesn't change any of that.
Yeah, I mean, I personally love it because now we have access to you versus before where it was just like somebody out there in the ether. Now I can follow your day to day. You upload stories. I'm like, oh, I can see what Damien's getting up to today. Can he cook? Can't he cook? Is he ordering in again? This is the question.
You put a lot of pressure on a lot of people today with this whole cooking thing. I'm going through PTSD right now after what we put the poor MasterChef finalists through again. It was like even more tense than their kitchen. Dude, I love the fact that there are so many kind of angles to you at the moment. The studying thing blows my mind because you are so committed to rugby and to what you're doing. How do you balance that out? And take us inside what you are studying, because I think that speaks volumes as to your bigger picture.
Yeah, look, for me, growing up, I've always wanted to go to university. My dream was always to like try and go to America, for instance, or go study in London, in Spain. Like that was my dream. You know, growing up. Obviously, I didn't get that opportunity. Got the opportunity to go play professional rugby.
Darn those Springboks for stealing your dreams away, man.
Yeah, I've always wanted to travel the world and, you know, go study overseas, you know, in a different city and experience that kind of lifestyle. But education has always been like the core and, you know, like the foundation that I've wanted to base myself off. And just get my education, and that's why I've been, you know, studying, and I'm currently doing my BA marketing degree through Mall Park, which is all DLO, distance learning online. And yeah, they've given me the opportunity through my players, which is our rugby players representatives, and yeah, they're doing a great job. And then yeah, I think it's just about prioritizing it. When I'm doing rugby, and then that's the main thing. And when I'm at home, I prioritize my studying and other things, whether it's family and seeing my little nephew and taking him to the beach, which is time and stuff I don't get to do often. Like even now, like I went to the market. I went to the market in the week, and it's the first time I've ever been to the market. And I live in Cape Town.
The Rennie one.
I love it. It was such a lovely evening, and you know, just connecting with people and fans and people coming up to you, say, "Hey, Damien, like you inspire us," and like I'm just like, dude, like I never get to do this, and now that I'm injured, I can do stuff like that and just be normal, if you want to call it like that.
Yeah. Mental well-being, bro.
Exactly. Welcome to it. Maybe a bit of a blessing in disguise at that too, right? As you take a moment to really delve into who you really are. Well, we have somebody else that's on the show this morning, Zanele, out in Joburg, and she has a very serious question for you. So I think that we got to put our thinking hats on and get into this. Zanele?
Yes, thank you so much for laying the foundation for me, Carissa. Firstly, Damien, thank you for all the incredible work that you do for our country. A hero is what you are. And, you know, it would be remiss of me to not ask this very serious question, because I think it's a question that's for the people, something they've wondered for a long time. And, you know, it also something that might affect the economy. So I need to get it out there. Damien, are you single?
I am single. I am single, Zanele. Good morning.
Good
everyone
morning,
and all the ladies out there.
Not the ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm single, but...
okay,
yeah, I mean, I've been trying to see someone, but we haven't gotten past that stage of, you know, getting over the line. But
what are you doing wrong, Damien? What do you need to do better, man? Come on, man.
I think I need to be at home a little bit more. I don't think the traveling is working out.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one. Oh my goodness.
You know, as Zanele Potalwa, who just so happens to be single, who doesn't mind if my person travels a lot, you know, I just wanted to say, I wish you all of the best with that, Damien. All right?
Thank you so much.
Okay, all right.
Thank you so much, Mama.
I just also want to say that Zanele is such a good citizen. She's such an upright citizen and so good to the world and such a talented human being.
She's making a ton of money. I think she's
so much
really
money.
successful at the moment.
She's gorgeous. Like, she's a family girl.
I have the best colleagues. Exactly. But in any case, it was so nice to meet you, future husband. I mean, Damien. So nice to meet you.
We'll talk about that offline.
Lots of love.
Let's take it offline.
You did say being all accessible in DMs, and I mean, come on, man. No, she is absolutely lovely, dude. So I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. You must get a lot of people talking to you about a lot of crazy things, dude.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the way the fans connect to you, and what should they say to you and ask you when they see you, if they bump into you later today?
I wish, like, for me, I normally like it when, you know, I meet fans and they, you know, just ask around how I'm doing and, you know, just checking up on me. I think normally, like, when it comes to us and people seeing us in public, I think they kind of get, you know, that shock and be like, oh. And they don't know when they're going to see us, you know, or like a guy like Siya Kolisi again. So they try and grab that opportunity, which is fair to them. But I think also, like, in some capacity, they also need to try and respect our time a little bit. If I'm out for dinner and I'm with family.
Or with Zanele. I mean, you might be having a really important date.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but as I said, it's wonderful. I really love enjoying and, you know, connecting and engaging with the supporters and, you know, just spending time with them, and whether that's a selfie or just having a little conversation. I go to Saunders every day to go swim, and, you know, there's a little community there. So yeah, we go swim there, and, you know, we...
You and the retired folks, absolutely. It's a great place to be.
It's a great place to be.
There might be a few more people there for the sundown swim today. Buddy, we absolutely love you, and hopefully you feel that energy at the moment, man.
Thank you so much.
You are on an incredible arc, regardless of what's been going on this year. Your mental strength and how you've shared that journey with people has helped a lot. We've used you as an example so many times this year to help other people, dude. So keep that up. Stay strong, my brother.
I appreciate that, Tim.
I can't wait to test your skills in the kitchen. I'll say it again, because we're going to find out if Damien Philipson can cook. For now, though, we're going to find out if Raul can cook when it comes to working out.
Oh, it's the Deep Heat Endurance Challenge. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, welcome back to the Mzansi. Today, we're going to be cranking up the heat, and that's with Deep Heat Endurance Challenge. And this one's inspired by Tropica Island of Treasure. Now, we've got a fitness expert in the building, goes with the name of Debbie Race. Yes, that's her surname, you heard correctly. And she's here to put us through some high-energy moves and test our limits. And don't worry, we've got Deep Heat to help us bounce back after this workout. So what have you planned for us today?
So I've planned a quick warm-up and then 4 exercises that are just going to challenge a lot of muscle endurance.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I love the fact that we're warming up, which is obviously very important before doing extensive exercise. So what's the warm-up look like?
All right, so you're going to stand at the back of the mat with your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're just going to start with 4 squats. So you're going to bend the knees down and up, and again 3 and 2. Good. Last one, you're going to hold, and you're going to put those hands down on the mat. You're going to walk forward into plank position. Hold here for 4 breaths. In and out. 2 and out. 3 and 4. Good. Walk your hands back to your feet. Try bend those knees. Coming up, and you're just going to lift those knees up 8 times.
All right, getting straight into it. I love that we are doing this warm-up, like I said, because if you're doing some extreme exercises or things for the first time, you can definitely get injured. So I love that you're looking after us. Nice.
Definitely.
So I'm feeling my core, the shoulder, the legs and everything. So right on the money. We're getting warmed up here.
Walk your hands back towards your feet and then just do 8 knee lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom. Okay.
So we're going to do 30 seconds per exercise. So the
Okay.
first one, we're going to start on the mat.
Okay.
So you're going to come into a plank position. So you want to just make sure your hands are underneath the shoulders.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to straighten the legs, really engaging the core. And then we're just going to tap hand to opposite shoulder.
Okay, you're going to call that time on, right?
Yeah, let's
Right.
go. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Go.
So as you're doing this, you're trying to rotate that pelvis as little as possible.
Oh, yeah, that makes a big difference. Using way more of my core on that.
Definitely. And don't forget to breathe.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm trying to hold on so much that I'm forgetting to breathe, but great tips there, good pointers, and I hope you enjoyed it, Mzansi. Whew,
Good,
it's a
we're
lot
getting
harder
there.
to not let your hips move, eh?
I know it is hard, but it's good. It really challenges.
3 seconds.
Anything.
Yes, okay. One challenge done and
Good
dusted in
job.
the bag. What's next?
Okay, next up is legs.
Okay.
So you're gonna take those feet nice and wide.
Yeah.
We're gonna drop down and do some squat pulses. So small movements.
Oh no, those burn.
They're gonna burn.
Okay, let's
But
get
it's fun.
that going.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees and little pulses. So make sure the knees are tracking over the center of the feet. Engage your core muscles just to support the spine. Good job.
Oh man, it's burning already, Debbie. Oh, but I'm here for it. I'm
We love
taking
a
this
good
challenge
burn.
on.
Good.
Why is that timer going so slow?
I'll just slow down time. 10 seconds.
Say it again. Oh man. Woo.
Good, 5 seconds.
Woo. Come on.
And get out.
I did some legs yesterday, so I'm definitely feeling this one, but grateful nonetheless. Okay, 2 in the bag. What's
All
next?
right, next up we are back on our mat and we do some mountain climbers. So again, hands directly underneath those shoulders.
Yeah.
This is gonna get that heart rate up.
Is it not already?
Let's start in 3, 2, 1, off you. So you're going as fast as you can. Try and keep the pelvis down.
And I love that we've already kind of stimulated the shoulders and the core bit, so ramping it up now, but getting a bit of like a cardio incentive too. So we're starting to burn some fat here, right?
Definitely. Definitely. Almost there. Last few seconds.
Oh, we got this, guys. Whew.
Good, and relax. Good job. All right,
Go on.
one more.
Okay, let's finish off strong.
So now you have to try and find some control because you're going to be sitting in a wall position.
I hate these, but for all the right reasons.
Try and have the feet far away enough that you can actually drop down into a 90-degree bend. And then back of the head pressed into the wall, arms reaching out.
Okay.
And we go 3, 2, 1, and hold.
Okay, this is not as easy as it looks. If you think you're just chilling on the wall right now, we are working. Our legs, is that right? Debbie, my legs are burning?
Yeah, quadriceps. The core is also working just to hold your body.
Oh, man. And are shaking effects normal?
Very normal.
It's okay.
You're really challenging muscle fibers.
Guys, hang on.
Last
Almost
few
there.
seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, we did it! Oh man,
Pick it up.
but it's happening. Is it normal to kind of just walk like this? Ooh, I need a little rescue device, and luckily we've got DP here. So after that, I think this is absolutely perfect for a lot of the pains. They're going to get you on the shoulders. I see it. Absolutely pumped off that workout. Yeah, very nice. And luckily, some saving grace here because DP absolutely does that. It warms and soothes those sore muscles, which is absolutely ideal after an intense workout just like this. And that's thanks to Debbie Race. I hope you enjoyed that and you can replicate that at home for yourself. But with this product, of course, it helps ease tension and prevent that next day soreness we all know too well. All right, well, Mzansi, it gets even better. And I hope that you joined this workout. But don't worry, you stand a chance of winning a 500 Rand Take-A-Lot voucher and DP hamper to the value of 500 Rand. Now, what are you going to do? Just tell us, what's the one song that pushes you through those tough workouts? Now, we want you to share your answer using the hashtag DPEAT in your entry, and we'll add it to our endurance playlist. That's what's up, getting you all the tunes to get you pumped up for these workouts. Now, a reminder, the competition closes on Friday, the 29th of November. T's and C's do apply, so you can find all the details on expressoshow.com. Also, be sure to catch Tropica Island of Treasure every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. on S3 and the repeat every Monday on SABC 1 at 9 p.m. to see how the contestants take on even bigger challenges and keep going. All right, Debbie, one more round.
One more round. Let's do this.
You guys can do this at home as well. We'll see you soon. All right, 3, 2,
1. Let's roll down and shoulder taps.
All right. Enjoy, Mzansi. I'm all warmed up. I'm ready for this. I could do it all day thanks to DP. So get involved in the magic.
And while Raul continues to work up a sweat, we're going to work our way into the kitchen in just a little bit because Damien Willemse is still in the building and we're going to see how he does on some fish, some mashed potato and some asparagus. It's going to be so good. Apparently, it's one of his favorite meals. We'll find out the origin story behind that in just a little bit. And then, of course, got to get into some mountain biking prep. Graham's going to stand by with an expert to tell you exactly how to do that. We'll see you now, Feel Good fam.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Oh, it is an inspiring show, a show that will hopefully inspire you to get out and move. And what better way, what better platform and community to join to do it than the Woolworths Cross Tri, South Africa's off-road festival of family fun. It's accessible and it's gearing up for their last edition of the year. An exciting off-road triathlon hosted at Paul Kluwer Family Wines. Beautiful space, a dream destination for off-road triathletes. Now, Garth Peterson and Ollie Munich are here to help us prepare with expert mountain biking tips. They can't go out and do the hard yards for you, which I would imagine you've got to do in this space, but they can certainly inspire you to get out and move. I love the fact that this has taken almost an elite kind of space and made it more accessible and opened it up. But you can still go out there and attack that elite performance level. When you get to take part in an event like this, when you get to explore the outdoor spaces, when they're this beautiful, Garth, what is so attractive about being on a bike in this space for you?
Well, can you imagine riding on our mountains all around the Western Cape, pristine trails, fynbos, fauna and flora, every ride's different. It's just magnificent, the views change. And it's challenging, keeps you fit.
It really does.
Yeah.
Where did this begin for you? Because you've got to invest. If you're going to start a mountain biking journey and go there, you've got to obviously be committed to doing that. So when did you kind of cross that tipping point?
Brutally honest, I came back from the UK in 2010, all unfit, white and fat, and just saw these guys in Cape Town saying, right, they're riding mountain bikes.
I love it.
And I got into it. I got a bike and I just got hooked. And then you end up meeting people like him and you end up riding stage races and all sorts of things, because what's better than riding on the mountains? There are no cars. It's awesome. Awesome.
Cross to the dark side.
Exactly.
Just watch your smile getting wider and wider. This has got to make you happy, Ollie. There is a lot of passion, clearly, for what you do here, and you just love wild spaces. Is that the allure for you on the bike, trail running? What is it about being able to do this in these kind of spaces that's so attractive to you, man?
They're just... Wow, it's hard to put in a couple of sentences. I'd say you get to see so much of South Africa. As you get into it, there's so many different environments in South Africa you can travel to as you get more into it. The equipment is available now. It's really brilliant, right from, you know, an entry-level price point.
Right up to the top, yeah.
Right up to the top. And it's in a huge community. I think that's the most important element. And it's really good for your health and to get out there. And South Africa, we just have such a wonderful country, we can see it.
Yeah, and there is no better way to see it, to experience it firsthand. So this is all nice and warm and fluffy, but now you've got to actually go and compete. You've got to race, you've got to get on a bike, you've got to run. When you're looking at the different disciplines in training for an event like that, how do you balance how you train for something like this?
So it's basically, we often focus on our strengths. And then you get really good at one thing and then leave the others. I would say it's good to focus on your strengths, but you have to balance it out and improve on your weaknesses. The key is consistency for me. I was always told from a young age, rather do 5 short sessions than 1 massive session.
For sure,
so
okay.
5 one-hour sessions or 5 half-an-hour sessions, and keep moving 5 times in the week rather than try and do 1 massive 5-hour block. Because it's
Break yourself, yeah.
It's bit by bit. And just remember, it's all part of a journey, and that your result is not your self-worth.
Wow, I like it. Put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe print it on the back of the T-shirt so the oaks you're leaving behind can see it. I love that.
But the most important thing is to be there and participate. You know, winning is rad, but you first have to be on the grid, on the start line, and the whole point of the Willys Cross Try is to get the
community. Yeah, I absolutely love it. And kudos to the community for opening their arms in this way. Obviously, we're going to get breathtaking views, and it's great, but you've got to handle the technical elements. What are you expecting from the terrain, from the race itself at Paul Kluwer?
So, first thing about Paul Kluwer is you're going to ride trails that are exclusive, not open to the public, which is really nice. Some of the biggest races in the world go through there. On the full try, which is quite a technical bike ride, you're going to ride trails like Pofadder, Bergadder.
I can see you wincing when you say these names.
They're not bad. They're not bad. They're just beautiful.
It's a theme. It's a theme.
Not an experience. I love that.
Yeah. And Pofadder is like in its 4th iteration now. It got smashed last year by the floods when they were there. They've been rebuilt, so it's really, really cool. Yeah. We recce'd it last week. It's awesome. And then the light event is a 12K ride in Jeep track through orchards and vineyards. Stunning, very fast, quick.
Soak it up.
Just there's something for everybody. Anyone can come and ride.
And for the whole family, I love. Yeah. You need the right equipment. So you brought some beautiful wares to show us here. What do you need to tackle an event like this from an equipment perspective?
So firstly, it's an off-road triathlon. So it's a mountain bike. And you don't need anything more than a hardtail, which means that it's got front suspension and knobbly tires with some volume to take up the compression from the, dirt.
The uneven terrain.
Yeah. But for the triathlon, given the distance and the type of route, you don't need anything more than an aluminium hardtail. I mean, you can go hell for leather and...
we don't want to hold you back. You can go there if you want.
The key, again, is that it's a family environment, that the equipment you can ride, I wouldn't say on anything, but you have your bike serviced and you can roll. You can take it out of the garage, you can roll.
Dust it off, baby.
Important about the trails from an open sense is that if you go fast and you're competitive, you can have a great time on the trail. If you're getting into it and your eyes are open, you can also have a great time. And it's not often that you can find a trail that the elites will enjoy. And I could ride.
To find that balance.
Yeah, to find the balance.
Oh, well, kudos to the organisers, kudos to Woolies, and kudos to you guys for going out there and spreading the love for this incredible discipline. I love the fact that South Africa is now understanding how privileged we are to be playing in these kind of playgrounds. So stay safe and absolutely enjoy it. The bottom line is it's accessible, it's there for the whole family, but it's also there for the elites if you want to push yourself. So you can enjoy the most incredible outdoor setting that kids can tag along. And I like the idea that you can make it competitive and maybe get your colleagues to enter as well. No matter what your athletic ability is, you can go out there and challenge yourself. And as the gents have said, on a track that offers a little bit for absolutely everybody. So it's Paul Kluwer Family Wines, the 1st of December, and all proceeds are going to the Woolworths Trust so that they can do more of this kind of work, uplifting communities through food security, education, and more. But you can go to www.xtry.co.za to get all the entry details and join the community.
And joining us right now in the kitchen, he's still here. We spoke about rugby, we spoke about fashion. Can we talk about cooking? Because Damien's here to show us how to make one of his favorite meals. It's a delicious pan-fried salmon. It's got asparagus, it's got creamy mash with a little bit of an interesting twist. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do this.
Okay, how are we going to split this? Shall I do the fish and you do the mashed potatoes?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, cool. I think that's great. I love how they have both of us in the kitchen because I think between the two of us, in terms of ordering and in terms of having other people cook for us, we're pretty much there on the top.
Yeah,
so.
I need someone to cook for me.
Yeah.
So if there's a chef, anyone who wants to come help me, please.
If there's a girl that can also cook, I mean, we put it all out there today. Damien is on the hunt. Christmas is coming. You need someone to take home. You know what I'm saying?
I can't keep on ordering, sir.
No, you cannot. You cannot keep ordering in. When it comes to cooking and girls, now that we're on that topic, do you use that to impress them?
I can make them breakfast. Well, I can make breakfast.
What kind of breakfast are you talking? Some eggs or some
eggs,
pancakes?
pancakes, or maybe just like a standard omelette. Like anything standard. I mean,
standard omelets are not easy though.
Salmon, asparagus, quite easy.
Okay.
Simple.
Is it easy though? Fish is really delicate. Like I get really nervous anytime I see fish.
Well, this is like one of my dishes my go-to dishes, one of my go-to dishes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to flavor this just like you flavoring your potatoes over there. We've got some salt, we've got some pepper, and we've got some garlic powder. Do you want to use some of mine?
Yeah, please.
And then we've got some cheese spread.
Yeah, cheese spread, yeah.
Okay. Well, we also have some questions on social media for you.
Okay.
You couldn't come on the show without the girlies and the guys asking, what's going on? We've got one from Marvin that came through, so let's get into the first question of the day. Marvin says, good day, Damien. I hope you are well. You start playing with the injury, or you started playing again? Oh, my goodness. Strong's with the injury. Keep well. We as South African Stormers supporters miss you so much on the field. VP Oleka Dern.
Yes, thank you so much, Marvin. Appreciate it. I'll be back soon. Yeah, looking forward.
Yeah, I can imagine. Have you missed being on the field?
I have missed being on the field, I'm not going to lie. Obviously watching the guys now at the end of year tour playing, my heart goes out for that. But yeah, I mean, obviously I had exams as well. It would have been tough for me to,
to do both at
the same time. So yeah, I guess for me it's just to like kind of lock in and prioritize what's important for me now, which is to get the studies done and hopefully get my degree and then, return, get back healthy and be back on the field as soon as I can.
Yeah, I mean, we can't wait for that to happen. Also, it's so exciting to know that your future looks so bright. I mean, not only in the rugby space, but also in the marketing world. Are you hoping to do something with that?
Yeah, look, that's probably the plan. I'm trying to obviously get my degree and then make the transition as easy as possible.
Right.
Yeah, and just see where that takes me. I mean, I can't play rugby forever, so...
Is there usually a cut-off date when it comes to athletes? I know soccer's one thing, rugby could be another. Is there an age?
I don't think there's an age. It depends, obviously, on injuries and health and, how you're doing. I don't want to use Steven's name again, but a freak accident like that can happen, where, like, he was in a scrum and he hurt his neck and, he had to go for operation and... yeah, that's just how quickly it can happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my brother also, he's also had a freak accident where his career also ended.
Yeah. Is your brother a rugby player too?
He was, yes, he was a professional rugby player. We played together, and yeah, I guess it's just like, you know, having that kind of perspective that anything can happen, and
Absolutely. You got to be prepared.
you got to
right?
be prepared at all times. So.
Be
Yeah.
ready so you don't have to get ready. We love it. Well, we have more social media questions for you. The people want to know something, so let's get into it. Okay, here's another question for you. We have another one saying, awesome player, great sportsman, gifted, and an excellent role model, an asset to any single team.
Wow, thank you so
beautiful?
much, Teresa.
That one comes from
Appreciate
Teresa.
that kind words. Yeah, I definitely just try to do my best. I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect, but yeah, I try and inspire myself, and like obviously, there's a lot of people that I look up to. A guy like Gary Vee, who's a famous entrepreneur and you know, speaker. So yeah, I just try and delve into him. I've been reading this new book of Robin Sharma, The Wealth Money Can't Buy, and it's just, you know, just inspires me, you know, to be a better person. One of my mates, Sente Loko, is also, you know, encouraged me to also just be myself and not to think about, you know, a lot of stuff that I always like, you know, try and get into my head and just be myself, and, you know, started going to therapy and stuff like that, which has been a year of growth and something I'm really happy for. And just to have friends like that who encourages you, and, you know, especially like for me now being injured, you know, being a bit low and a bit down, but to have friends like that who's gonna, you know, uplift you and
absolutely, because
be
it
there
can
for
get
you
lonely
and show up. Yeah, definitely.
And I love that. I love that you're encouraging so many men out there right now too, who maybe have never thought about therapy or even self-help books or people that can assist them along the way to do that. It's vital.
It is vital. I mean, it is something for us as men, like something that I probably a year ago wouldn't have been able to chat about or chat about my feelings and how I'm feeling. And now I'm more open to it, and you know, I can, you know, just be myself a little bit more and be vulnerable. It's okay to, you know, feel sad and feel all these emotions. It's part of life. Whereas like a year ago, like I would have been like, yeah, I'm a man. I'm supposed to be tough. And no, like we are human beings and we have feelings, and you know. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love to see your growth, and I'm so proud of you, because it's only going to make you a better teammate, a better player, and of course a better human at the end of it. Wow, Davian, I came in here going, can he cook? And now I know for sure he can not only cook in the kitchen, but definitely knows what it's got to do with being just a well-rounded human being, I would say. Well done on the potatoes.
Yeah, the mash is very mashy.
I think it's sufficiently mashed up by now. Okay, let's get into a little bit of dishing. And then do you want to taste this beautiful creation?
Yes, ma'am.
And then let's compare it to what you would usually eat. The asparagus is still going. You taste that. And then Zanele is going to be the judge today when it comes to... You can grab that. When it comes to your cooking. Zanele, what do you got to say, girl?
Oh, you know what? As someone who has a Michelin star, just as a person, you know, I've cooked for Gordon Ramsay. He loved it. We never posted about it, though, you know, I'm the one Salt Bay stole his technique from. It was me. I just didn't want the spotlight. You know, as someone who's very comfortable in the kitchen, because I heard certain people want to be cooked for, I absolutely love what's happening there in the Cape Town kitchen. Damien, well done. That mash looks very creamy. The salmon looks perfect. Everything looks amazing. I'm a fan. Well done.
Thank you. God bless you, Zanele. Thank you.
Ooh,
God bless you too, Damien. God bless you.
I'm going to reiterate that he blew you a kiss. He blew you a kiss, and did you catch it? Did you catch it?
Oh my goodness. Yes, I've got it. Thank you. Thanks. To you as well, Damien. Yes.
Love matching in the kitchen. How's the food, though?
Excellent.
Yeah?
I want to try?
Do I want to try? Is it worth it? Is the salmon cooked?
Definitely.
Okay, let's try this.
How's the mash?
The mash is fantastic.
Mom,
the fish is even better.
Shout out to my mom.
Well done to Damien. We'll see you after the break as we decide to send Zanele some of Damien's good food. We'll see you now. Ooh, well done.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, let's get you excited about tech. And it's not just any tech. Samsung is transforming entertainment with cutting-edge AI technology that enhances visuals, sound, and, yes, performance where it matters most. Gamers, from the Galaxy S24 FE's vibrant display to smart things, personalized setup, every experience is tailored to you and your little ecosystem. And this Black Friday, oh, take your gaming, your music, your streaming to the next level with Samsung. And here to tell us a bit more about some of the heavy hitters is Mr. Grant Hines himself. You've been so nervous not to knock anything over.
This is like being in a sports car showroom for technology. I'm
really
so
is.
excited about what we've got that I'm just surrounded by it.
I know. Look, okay, gamers are like, okay, they can begin and end there, but I think we would be remiss for not dealing with the elephant in the room here. This is insane. So let me get this absolutely right. Samsung's 85-inch Neo QLED 8K HDR smart TV. Where do we begin, Guy?
Look, firstly, it's an 85-inch screen, right?
big.
It's amazing. And it's ultra thin. One of the things that Samsung do really well is they make the best screens in the world, and that's across their range. From
They'll
you'll
hang
see,
their hat on that, yeah.
And like people from all the other companies will steal their screens because their screens are so good. And you have this amazing QLED screen here, which is great for 8K. So it's got extra small LED like nodes in it, so it's got a higher resolution, right? And you have a higher contrast ratio, so you'll see the blacks look really black and the whites look super white and vibrant.
Relief and depth of field. It's different. Different.
Lucian was here looking at the screen earlier, and he was like, "Oh, it looks like 3D."
Yeah, no, it does. It messes with your brain a little bit. Like I feel like my eyes might need an upgrade to see it properly.
Right. And one of the big criticisms that people have about buying 8K TVs is that we have a lot of 4K content, but there's a brand new processor that Samsung have put inside here that upscales your films in real time so that you get 4K content upscaled to 8K.
And that's where the AI and the technology in the back end really does come to bear. A smart TV has to be the baseline now, but what does having a smart device in this form give you?
Look, smart TVs, especially Samsung smart TVs, are awesome because not only do they integrate with your whole household, right, with smart things, you also have the top-of-the-range processors that are built into the screens that are keep the TV going for longer, because just because it says smart TV, they're not made equal. The engines under the hood aren't the same. The TV starts lagging. You know, your dad says, "Oh, I got a really good special because the sales guy sold it to me," but actually it's just like a trashy engine. You got top of the range here. This TV is going to last you a very long time, and it's going to be able to perform well. You're going to get straight into those apps, straight into watching content. You don't have to sit and make coffee before you get into your TV. So that's what I love about it.
It's a monster. It's beautiful, and I cannot believe how thin it is.
It is very thin.
Okay, before you knock that one over, let's move over to the OLED, the 49-inch Odyssey OLED smart monitor.
So Odyssey are Samsung's top-of-the-range gaming. I am so jealous this is here, and I wish I could take this home with me. But this is obviously 49 inches, ultra-wide. It's got that curved screen, so you can sit about a meter away, and you've got your full peripheral that is covered. If you think, why would I need a widescreen? I actually know a lot of business people that need widescreens.
Well, you've got to split. You've got to be working on more than one document. You're editing more. You're working on multiple platforms.
A lot of people that work with spreadsheets buy these kinds of monitors as well, because you can actually see all your data in front of you. One of the things that I really like about this new range is it's got more HDMI ports that you can split through the screen. So you can tell this is basically two screens together.
Connected, where you can use them as one if you need to, but you can still divide.
Right?
Brilliant.
Which is super cool. And this is literally top of the range. You're looking at a 240 hertz screen, so that's 240 frames a second. If you are a gamer, that is huge.
It's the pinnacle, yeah?
It's the pinnacle of performance, and it's got a 0.03 millisecond response time. So that means that in 0.03 milliseconds, you see that image. So it gives you a real competitive advantage. Especially in South Africa, I find that we have problems with latency online, and the latency of the screen is the bottleneck.
Is this why kids always want to go and play Fortnite in New York, close to the server?
Yeah, how do you know about that? How do you know about that?
I heard about Teresa Ulyard, one of the wonderful people on was one of our guests. Her son, they went to New York, and she was like, "You can do one thing in New York. What do you want? Anything. And he was like, I want
server.
to sit outside that building and
Yes,
play Fortnite.
what a legend.
I absolutely love that. That's really,
so
really
this
cool.
is the one, obviously it's cheaper than moving to New York to play your games, because this is the bottleneck that you can fix. So the latency all the way
Brilliant.
through from the line through to your input devices and to your display, this display latency is top of the range. You can't get better than that right now.
Oh, I love it. No, and people are struggling to look away. Okay, we might need a new phone, and you've
Yes.
got a beautiful new phone in your hand. The Galaxy S24 FE. Why is this such hot property right now?
A lot of people don't know about the FE. FE stands for Fan Edition. And what Samsung do for us fans who are fans of, their ranges, they re-release the S series closer towards the end of the year with basically more affordable parts, so that they can drop the price.
Just make it more accessible.
And make that high-end phone more accessible. So I love this range of phone. I seriously do. You're looking at it's got a 120 hertz display. So again, Samsung's displays, top of the range. It's just so smooth. And it's got all the AI tools that the S series has. Right? So all those things that are limited to the high-end range, they've included in here. It's got that adaptive refresh rate. It's got a 4,700 milliamp hour battery, so it keeps on going. And it's got a 10 megapixel front-facing camera, so you can take amazing selfies. You've got the amazing camera array that you got on the S
Unbelievable
series.
value for money. I'm thinking for young content creators, people that are needing to use a phone that's still got a bit of oomph.
Yeah.
But that you can afford.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they've picked their battles. They've used what they know they do really, really well, done away with the stuff that's superfluous so that they can bring the cost down.
It's so
Brilliant.
smooth. I just want it's hard to see at home, but if you get to try these phones out, having 120 hertz refresh rate means that the phone just feels so much smoother. And a lot of phones don't do that. And as a gamer who really appreciates extra frames, seeing that even in the animations of the things you're using just makes it a little snappier.
We do consume so much through our small screens as well, so make them the best screens that you can get, buddy.
I'm a big fan of the Fan Edition.
A happy place. This is a happy place. And that's a wrap on how Samsung is changing the game, transforming the game quite literally from the ground up with groundbreaking tech that we've never seen before. And this November, you can save up to 40% and stand a chance to win your share of 400,000 Rand in amazing prizes. So the deals are hot. We know this. The rewards are even hotter. You can shop now and make this Black Friday truly unforgettable. And of course, those T's and C's apply.
Oh, man, I am absolutely a huge fan of what is going on here, because Black Friday means you win, which means that Samsung is in the building, because I always tell you they are Father Christmas all year round. And as we come to you live from the Samsung showroom in Johannesburg, I hope you are going to be serious about taking on those beautiful deals. Right about now, though, I need you to roll up your sleeves, my love, because it is yet again time for an episode of Handy Heroes. This is where we get to find out about the DIY tips we did not know we needed. And of course, today, we are getting these from the experts at Morning Glen, Micah, and Santon, and they're going to be telling you all about the hacks that you need to hopefully be able to just genuinely build in peace, do the things that you need to do in the best way possible. And I'm super excited for us to learn about this in this way. Check this out.
Powered by Plascon. Today's handy heroes come from Morning Glen Micah Paint and Hardware in Santon.
We bought the store in 2006, so we've been in the centre for about 18 years odd. It's a family-owned business. We've grown it from a 250 square metre store. Recently, 2020, we moved across this side into 1,200 squares, as you see it today. What makes me proud of the store is it's a family-run store, and the customers can actually feel that when they come in, they get the service from beginning to end. We're the best hardware store in the Morning Glen area because we give that personal service and the family touch in it. And we want you to feel that love when you come into our store.
This is the best store for Plascon customers. This store, it's been running for years, and we've been stocking Plascon before any other products. So our customers are familiar with Plascon. What I like about the Plascon brand overall, it's unique and it's been there for years, and it's actually guaranteed in everything that it does.
I think my favorite Plascon product is the new Velvaglow. It's pushing with the green times, going eco-friendly. Instead of solvent bases going into our earth, I think that's the best, going green. So Velvaglow water-based is my favorite product. My DIY tip is when using water-based products, my DIY tip is to use a good primer underneath it to hold the water base to metals and woods and the harder surfaces to stick to.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon. Together, we've got this.
We absolutely love our handy heroes and absolutely love doing it each and every week. Right now, though, I do need you to get ready for the rest of what is coming at you on your Feel Good Breakfast show. My friend, we're going to be getting into some spicy chutney eggs. It sounds so delicious. I want to taste it right now, but we're going to learn more about it in a bit. And then we also get to dive on into celebrating all teachers with best-in-class gifts. And I cannot wait for that because we know how important teachers are to our lives, to our children's lives, and to the world. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back after this.
Win a Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast Competition. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products. WhatsApp your receipt, name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
And the most beautiful thing is the fact that we made it to the weekend, my lovely, and we're so glad we get to go into it with you. Now, when we talk about our teachers, we all know that we are talking about absolute heroes, people who truly allow our children to grow and become the leaders of tomorrow, allow the future to be brighter. And this is why, as we wrap up the year, it is time to shine a light on those very people who allow us to truly become the best versions of ourselves. So today, I am so excited for us to celebrate those people with best-in-class gifts. And my friend, I want us to get into a little bit of a conversation because this is where we are able to just uplift them, but also remember those people who truly made a mark on our lives. So my Carissa and my Graham, I want us to jump right in. And Graham, I want to ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Because when we talk about, you know, the most memorable things that our teachers have said to us, there's always that one thing that sticks out. Graham, what would you say it is for you, my love?
Oh, that's a tough one because I was lucky to have, I think, quite a few really good teachers and some that I could feel were really challenging or challenged by the environment that we were in, yet still tried so hard to give each child individual attention. But I think maybe it was more the tone of a particular teacher. So I went to a boarding school that was very outdoor orientated for a while. And at the school, there was a teacher named Mr. Tanner. He kind of looked like Tony Robbins, you know, the motivational speaker with a big smile, but he was so active and so involved. And whenever we were like, oh, sir, what does like small-mouthed, whatever snake look like? He's like, let's go find out. And he would take us and we would go out and we'd get into the bush and we would do the things. He was just so engaged and committed to us. And you could see that he just loved, he was fueled by that energy. And funny enough, he would catch me doing a lot of the naughty things that I was doing. So he probably caned me. Yes, kids used to get caned back in my day more than any other teacher, but that was still done within this respectful, loved, cared kind of space. So it's weird, but I think I would have turned out to be a very different man if Mr. Tanner hadn't been in my life, man.
Come on, that's beautiful.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And you know what, Graham, you just spoke to the fact that sometimes when it comes to our teachers, it's not even about what they say, but rather about what they do.
Who they
and a lot of
are,
them are just incredible examples. Yes. But my Carissa, speak to me about your fondest memory of your childhood when it comes to teachers.
Oh, man, I mean, I must echo everything Graham said as well. It's really those teachers that go beyond the classroom that make such an impact. I mean, in primary school, I remember there was Miss Wickham. I think she literally only taught for a year or two and she was out, probably pursuing other things in life, but she would take us outside onto the field and sing songs with us and really made teaching so engaging. And I mean, for a grade 2, grade 3 learner, that's what you want at the end of the day, and it's how you really absorb information. So shout out to Miss Wickham. And then in high school, there was Miss Hartman, which was also just incredible. She made biology literally come to life for us, and every lesson was just exciting, and we looked forward to those moments. I mean, double maths was nothing. When we had double biology, though, we were so amped to just be in her presence, because that real, authentic excitement for teaching and learning and passion, really, for curiosity is what she fed. So shout out to Miss Hartman as well. Yeah.
That's so beautiful. I love that. And you know what, guys? I also feel like teachers sometimes inform the way in which you go when it comes to your life and even your career path. Because I know for me, when I was in grade 4, Mr. Lands made me his lead in Hansel and Gretel. I was the witch. And that was where I, yes, I almost won an Oscar. Let's not talk about it. But I also, my friend, got comfortable on the stage, you know, which led to stages such as this. And that's why I'm like, they inform even where you go in life sometimes, because he was the one who believed in me and gave me all these long monologues that made me be like, okay, maybe I can do this. And for you guys, were there any teachers who kind of, made you kind of believe in yourself in a certain respect, or just something that really allowed you to go in the direction you're in?
And this is going to sound a bit weird. So I did Latin at school, okay? And I started a year late. And I did this because I could. It was still a subject choice available. And my sister, being the genius that she was, I'm sure she rocked 6 or 7 distinctions in matric, Latin being one of them. I was like, I'm going to follow in her footsteps. I think I failed Latin literally every year up until my final exam, when I did incredibly well. But the reason why there was this turnaround was the patience of Mrs. Super. So you can imagine, in this class were the most intelligent kids in the school and Graham. Literally, when I went to go and donate blood, they would write a test for me just to bring the average up. But they had my back. She had my back. And the letter that she wrote me at the end of school, I thought she would have been like, oh, thank God, good riddance. She saw the person behind, and she listed positive attributes about me that I hadn't given time to address or think about. No one else had poured fuel on that fire, and she could have been the most derogatory person to me. And in that moment, I understood what life and school really meant, which is quite a powerful thing. So, Mrs. Super, I love you. Thank you so much for being that for me.
Oh, I love that. And you know what, guys? I think it's always so important to give love to those teachers, the ones who allow us to truly become the best versions of ourselves. And this is why, Expresso family, today it is all about how we can gift those beautiful individuals. So let me talk to you about this. Woolworths has the perfect gifts for all personalities, all kinds of teachers, from the sports teachers to the life orientation to mathematics. And it's from gourmet gurus to paint buffs to homebodies, horizon seekers, and pamper queens and kings. We have it all. And guys, I have to ask you very quickly, Carissa and Graham, what would you gift your teachers if you could, my lovelies?
You already grabbed something.
Hands down, because look, he was super fit, so, but you still deserve like a little treat. So for Mr. Tanner, I definitely would have gotten the sweet and savory snack mix, because you got the best of both worlds. I love that.
Okay, this caught my eye immediately, but I would do a gift of 2. So you got to have the house smelling good. It looks beautiful, but it actually is a candle that smells absolutely incredible on the inside, and you can keep it afterwards as decor. And then something to spoil the teachers in our lives. I went to an all-girls school. We had all women teachers, so something beautiful like this, just to say thank you, would definitely make the difference.
A little bit of bling.
Yeah, a little bit of bling.
Absolutely beautiful.
Guys, can I be your teacher? I think I deserve some things. I think, let's talk about it, okay? Expresso family, the time has come where we can 100% celebrate our teachers in the best way. And this is why it is all about doing it the right way, which for me is the Woolworths way. And you know that they've got a beautiful section of teachers' gifts for you to not even have to think hard. It's all in one place. Just go and pick one out. And I'm sure it would be perfect for the lovely human that you want to celebrate that has just poured into your child's life. So where can you get it? In store, online, on the Woolies app. So many different options, but you need to go over and do it because it's the right thing to do, and our teachers definitely 100% deserve it. Something else, though, that I want to tell you about is that, yes, Woolworths is the place to be, but then there's also the competition, my friend. It is always about this beautiful giveaway that we have for you. Woolworths has got 1,000 Rand Woolies gift cards to give away. To enter, you just need to visit our competition post on Expresso's Facebook, X, or Instagram pages and tell us which Woolies gift would you give to your favorite teacher. Don't forget to include hashtag Woolies Christmas and just let us know which one is it. So easy peasy, and just like that, you could win, my friend. Do remember that the competition closes at midnight on Sunday, the 24th of November, and T's and C's do always apply, and you can find them on expressoshow.com. I can't wait for you to go and celebrate the teachers the way that they deserve. And right about now, Graham, after that beautiful chat about our teachers, you're feeling good, right?
I'm going to tell you that Graham is feeling real good because we got back into the kitchen and I just thought I'm a pro now. So let's get into this.
SA's #1 original chutney.
And we have to get into this. Yes, SA's #1 original chutney. It's Mrs. Bull's, of course. And it's been part of countless holiday memories. And today we're giving its legacy a festive twist with, listen to this, a spicy chutney eggs recipe. Oh, it's right up my alley. Perfect for brunch or a quick festive dinner. It's a one-pan wonder, and it's going to spice up your celebrations. I don't know what your plans are for festive, but this needs to be
This is on the plan every morning.
Yes.
It's kind of like a shuk-shuka
Yes,
vibes. Hey, I probably
exactly.
butchered the way I said
The
that. but,
shakshuka.
there we go. I love this kind of vibe. Look, egg and anything for the win for me. I have about 6 eggs a day.
I was going to say I eat eggs every single day.
Love it. So healthy, so good for you. Good fats. Massive protein load, just such a good clean protein in that sense.
And I'm also a sauce girl, and so in my fridge I've got packs and packs of everything good. Of course, Mrs. Balls is right there, and this jalapeno flavor, I have not tried it, and I'm so excited to put it in the recipe today. I've got like the super strong spicy one, the original regular one, and it just adds so much like tartness but sweetness at the same time to recipes.
Yeah, it's a kind of flavor development none of us are good enough, really, to introduce it to our own meals. It's just amazing to me that you can elevate a complex flavor profile with it, or you can take something that's so simple like a toasted cheese and take it to another level. So it's like, oh man, I went through a phase of discovering new things I could have Mrs. Balls with, just to see, and you'd be amazed. But for me, the cheese is absolutely beautiful, but believe it or not, I've never combined it with egg.
And I have. I've had
This is
fried
so
egg
good.
on toast with chutney. And this is going to be a super saucy thing because we've added some onion, garlic, ginger, chili. We're going to do paprika and cayenne pepper. So I hope you like your spice, Graham.
You must have a bit of spice in the morning. No,
A bit of spice.
Egg and chili go
Great
together like a
combo.
dream. So if
Yeah.
you're going to spice up your Mrs. Balls, let it shine.
Yes, absolutely. And then we've got 10 tomatoes. This is going to be mixed together. And then our eggs are going to be, they also call it eggs in purgatory.
Oh.
So that's quite a nice name with a bit of spice, you
You've
know?
been quite dark in the kitchen here. You put the poor MasterChef finalists through the most.
I did.
Hey,
that was fun.
It was terrifyingly tense, man.
Shane, I did sweat a little bit, I'm not going to
Yeah,
lie.
man, but I love that. And that, I suppose it brings to bear the pressure in that kitchen.
Oof.
Very, very cool. But sure, I like this dark version of Carissa in the kitchen, man.
If there's going to be anything happening, I mean, a little bit of darkness needs to come out to bring out a good recipe.
A little bit of extra spice.
Exactly. Speaking of, can I get a cup of that, please?
A whole cup.
A whole cup.
Wow.
And as you do that, I want to tell you a little bit more about this one, because doesn't it smell good?
And you can smell the jalapeno.
Well, Mrs. Ball's jalapeno chutney adds the perfect balance of heat and sweetness to this dish with 12 100% fresh jalapenos and a unique blend of dried fruits like nectarines, pears, and also apples. It takes your eggs from something really simple to something absolutely spectacular, which I can't wait for you to experience.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
Cup,
how
it
good.
is all yours.
And you can see the green jalapenos.
Or you can smell it the second you open it up.
Ooh.
Delicious.
So good.
Oh,
This is
man.
just going to add to the sauce. Would you add some bread with this or just eat eggs like on its own?
I suppose it depends what phase you're in on the diet, but
Bread is always a good idea.
a nice slice of sourdough dipped into this with a bit of the yolk melting through. Next level.
Because we have established that a runny yolk is the only yolk that matters.
Yes, man, come on.
Come
I
on.
don't know. My son and I, we haven't come to terms with the fact that he's moved to a hard yolk yet. And I don't know how to deal with it.
That's, I think, a deal breaker. Get out of here. Okay.
Beautiful.
Is it still on? It is still on.
Okay.
Wait, you taught me about this. So you said in order to not crack the yolk, you've got to break it on the table.
Yeah, so to break it on a flat surface in case the yolk is sitting close to the shell because you don't know where it is. So if you hit it on a thing,
corner,
it can often break the yolk. So just cracking it. So that was the advice and I was given. Because you are quite dark. You threw that egg. I like
I'm
that
quite
confidence.
aggressive.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
Because how hard do you knock it? You know what I mean?
As hard as you got it. Okay? So that
Look, it
egg
works.
remembers. That egg must know, okay? It's been cracked. Yo, I like this. You've got a chef's confidence.
Oh, do I?
Okay,
I appreciate that. I'll take it.
You're just throwing stuff all around now. Now it's...
That's what
someone's
I've
going to
seen
get
them
pelted
do.
with an egg. Yeah.
And then you let that
Beautiful.
cook away. You could put a lid on top of it if you need to. So that the white parts just get a little bit cooked because no one likes it to be
Yeah,
runny.
no, for sure.
Okay, and then just add some salt and pepper
And then
as the last
It looks
little bit.
absolutely gorgeous like
Doesn't
that
it?
when it comes out. And this one you'll have to eyeball, I think, to see exactly when it's ready. But you're not going to be hurt by eating it at any particular phase because you can literally drink the eggs. No, that looks exquisite. The end result, beautiful. Imagine sharing this with mates.
That's the
Bread,
point.
Dig in, dip in. Beautiful. Well
That
done,
is the
my friend.
absolute point. Well done to us.
Well,
and that
to you. I didn't touch a thing.
You didn't do anything.
Not a
You were
thing.
here as the moral support.
I poured the Mrs. Balls. Okay, that is actually quite important.
And you can get this, of course, on expressoshow.com. Don't forget, you can also share your own Mrs. Balls inspired creations and stand a chance to win a share of 40,000 Rand in our festive Is On Us competition. And here's how.
Festive is on us with Mrs. Balls. Make every dish a celebration with the unforgettable taste of Mzansi's #1 chutney. Bring your flavor to the table with Mrs. Balls and add that Mzansi flair to stand a chance to win your share of 40,000 Rand in cash. Take a picture of your most festive recipe starring Mrs. Balls and share it on the competition post on Expresso's social pages using hashtag Mrs. Balls. Show us why everybody loves the Mrs. this festive season. Competition closes 6 December. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code EXPRESSO for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, honey, we're about to make you feel extra good this morning right here on S3. I say that because, my lovely, as festive draws near, the summery, glittery glow is here to stay, my doll. I say that because Woolworths is in the building, and this morning they've brought us yet again our gorgeous fave. I'm talking about skinfluencer Zitobe Machedi. She's here to tell us all about the beautiful November deals that Woolworths has, where you, my friend, can get 25% off over 2 amazing products. But let's learn more. I told you something, but I didn't really tell you much. She's the one with the answers. Let's give her a feel-good welcome, everybody. It's Zitobe! Hi, my gorgeous Z.
Hello. I don't know if I told you, I love how you say my surname.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
I love your surname.
Thank you.
Can I also say, I was like, it also sounds foreign.
Yeah,
Is it
it's so true, but you know what? I think the spelling makes it a little
You know what I mean?
spicy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love it. Babe, let's get into these spicy
Of course,
deals because
let's
there's
get
such
into it.
lovely things here. I mean, firstly, can you already feel the festive vibes?
It's around us.
It's around us, doll. So we know that a dewy glow is always like the ultimate finish to any look. Talk to us a little bit today about the shimmer-inspired faves that we can possibly get our hands on from Woolworths.
Okay, so it's summer now, it's festive, it's all about shimmer and glow. So I'll start with the award-winning Glow Toner. It's award-winning for a reason, okay? One of my favorite affordable yet effective products. It contains a beautiful cocktail of ingredients that will reveal the skin's natural luminosity, simultaneously also working on strengthening your skin barrier.
Yeah.
So 2 in 1, it contains niacinamide, lactic acid, and lemon extract. And then getting into the base, because when you exfoliate, you get a very beautiful base for makeup. We have this Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched. It's a powder, one of its kind. I don't know if you look closely, you can see that it looks very silky and shimmery.
Yes, it does.
Exactly.
Yes.
So this powder will give you a very natural finish, a very silky natural finish. It's what I'm wearing.
I was
so-
going to say, are you, because Sana, your finish is it's so silky.
Yes. It's what I'm wearing, so if you like what you see, run, don't walk. And the biggest thing about this, what I love about it, is that it contains ingredients. So it's skincare infused makeup. It's got vitamin B and Hydro Soft powder technology. So it increases moisture in your skin in the long term. So you can set your makeup, look nice and not oily, and still get skincare benefits.
My babe, look, you've already sold me, because if that is what is on your skin, I need it immediately.
Please.
I love it, yes.
And then for the eye, moving along to makeup, this is the eyeshadow palette.
Yeah.
I love the packaging of this eyeshadow palette, okay? Look at this.
Oh, nice. I can just
The pan
take it
comes
out.
out. Exactly. The pan comes out. And I think Woolworths was very intentional about the sustainability when it comes to this. Because when this finishes, you can just go buy another pan and put a new one. And it gives you freedom to create whatever mood you want in your palette, right? And this is so strong. The other day I dropped mine and it didn't break. So I was just like, I'm grateful for very strong, good quality packaging.
Babes, I get that. I am a clumsy person. I drop mine all the time, then it cracks, then it... So I must just get the right product, essentially.
Basically. And then, obviously, it's festive. For me, that screams showing more skin and going on vacation. And one product that you'll need for both occasions is a body shimmer.
Yes.
The body shimmer from Woolies, very stunning, very good quality as well. It blends very nicely into your skin. It doesn't look like cheap glitter, just placed it on top of you,
I like
you
things
know?
that aren't cheap. Yeah.
Exactly. And then it also contains skincare.
Yeah.
I think you can see with the pattern that every product has a benefit, you know? It contains carrot extract, it contains baobab, which are very great antioxidants for the skin.
I love that. And babe, you know they always say that the early bird catches the worm.
Yeah.
So how can we take advantage of these deals and be a part of getting our early shopping done in November at Woolies?
I think it's very important to not only gift the people around you, but gift yourself as well. I mean, it's the end of
my
the day.
language.
We've been working, it's the end of the year, we've been working so hard.
Yes.
Just a little...
A pat on the back. Well done. You survived 2024.
Please, hey?
Okay?
Yeah, and I think the greatest way to do show it is through fragrances. And I will start with these fragrances right here. Ali Sab, they have a plethora of gift sets and very elegant, feminine. I love the Girl of Now for younger women who are very, you know, bayana bakacheko. Yes. And then the Le Perfume is for like older women, more elegant, more mature. And then the Jo Malone Scarlet Poppy. It's a very beautiful, feminine fragrance, very gourmand, but also spicy and powdery. It suits any occasion. You can wear it in summer, in winter, during the day, at night. And also the packaging really reminds me of Christmas. You know?
It really does.
Yeah.
All the packaging, every packaging for me reminds me of Christmas. I also want presents. Give me all of the presents, especially from women.
Yes, exactly. And then the Tom Ford, love the fragrance.
That's my fave.
You know what? It's very what's this word? It's just luxury in a bottle. It reminds me of summer in a bottle. Think being at the beach, expensive cocktail.
Being on holiday.
Love
it, my baby. And you're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I mean, these are all incredible. I can't wait for someone to gift me.
Yes.
Wink, wink.
Wink,
We're new
wink.
friends
Nudge,
now.
nudge.
Yeah. Beautiful, amazing Expresso family. You can see how Woolies is in fact looking out for you and has got you covered when it comes to the beautiful gifts that you can have for your loved ones. But like Zitoya said, also for yourselves, Tanwa Sam. So let me tell you, just in case you forget, that it is the incredible November deal that the absolutely amazing Woolies family has for you, where you, my friend, get 25% off of 2 selected beauty products up until the 1st of December 2024, and it is available in store, online, as well as on the Woolies app. So trust me, you can't afford to miss out. You heard it from Zitoya first, and you heard it right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Woolies doing the things that need to be done to make sure that this festive, you're indeed feeling good.
Do you remember the very first day of December? Woolies was changing the mind of pretenders while chasing the clouds away.
All right, we've been skirting around this. Let's get down to business. 70 million rand is waiting to be taken home, and why shouldn't it be you? Powerball jackpot is sitting at that today, this Friday, so please, just play. Play.
If Graham said it, you got to do it. All you have to do is buy your tickets now in store. There's nationallottery.co.za, the website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply just dial *120 *7529 hash, and that's for all your USSD.
And because you constantly stop us and ask us in the streets, we have posted all of those details on the Expresso social media pages. You can check them out at your leisure. Then Panda push a play. Powerball for a guaranteed 70 million rand jackpot today. I'm going for more than my 25 rand last week. I've got it. You can have a little bit as well, but just play.
70 milli sounds good to me on your Feel Good Breakfast show, and still so much more to come your way.
Yep, we're going to take a very momentary break, and then let's see if we can get this weekend officially started. It's a Friday, baby.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Darling, we made it to the weekend. We're so excited to take you into it on the highest level. I say that because we've got one of Mzansi's international superstars. She is someone that has taken the world by storm. But on top of that, she's also multi-talented. She's not just a musician. She's also a football referee. On top of that, there's so many other things she does. And this is why we love her so much as Mzansi and all around the globe. Everyone, please let's give her a feel-good welcome. It's Pabi Cooper. Hello, my gorgeous.
Hey.
All right, Sandra.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm amazing, thank you. Sandra, before we get to the music, because we know that's why you're here. We're celebrating Pabi Joe and everything. Yes. Talk to us about the football. How did you even get into like refereeing and things like that? And do you want to take it any further?
I feel like now I would not have time to like. I would love to, but like music needs like. Pabi, you know, it needs all of me.
Yes.
So how football started, I was in high school, So I needed like something to keep me busy. Then I found a football team because I moved to a different school. Then that's actually how I started. Like I started in I was in grade 10.
Yeah.
And then when I got to matric, I could not go to soccer practices anymore. So I would find them playing a match, and that's actually how I would want to be part of it, and then I would be the referee.
The referee.
Then I loved it. I was like, this is so cool.
I love
And then
that.
I went to like a soccer school. I studied for like the refereeing course. Yeah.
That's incredible, babe. And I think that just speaks to how you, when you find a passion, you just throw yourself into it.
telling you.
Literally.
Yeah.
So talk to us about music. Did you think that you and jumping into it would get you to where you are now? Because, I mean, you've been on the likes of Afro Nation stages and things like that. Was it something that you saw for yourself?
I actually saw myself being a star, yes, that. But like in music, I actually never thought. But like with my belief and like just believing that I'm gonna be a star, I feel like it was like gonna happen. But like in music, I never thought, because even like with the Afro Nations, like traveling, like I really never thought I would like be this far, you know, with music. So every day it feels so unreal.
Ah, baby, I can imagine. Because wait, I wanna read you 3 of the biggest highlights that we've picked out for you. Then you have to tell us which one's your favorite, ne?
Okay.
So there is the fact that you were the first youngest artist to sell out Zone 6. Then there is you were the first female young artist to host at Sunbet Arena. Then it was that you were the first female Amapiano artist to be nominated for the BET Awards. Child. Which one of those is your favorite?
Can I choose all of them?
No, you can't, sissy.
Oh my God. I feel like each and every highlight has its own story, but
does.
I would go with the BET one. That one even now, I still feel like, nah, God, you playing with me.
But look, that's why I say you're international, Gesana, because you really are. And even now with Pabi Joe, I mean, it's already starting to just catch on like rapid fire. Talk to us about it. What was the inspiration behind it, baby?
Pabi Joe, I feel like Pabi Joe like represents me, like, you know, like it represents Pabi, like that is like the fun side of me, like,
yes,
because I feel like I'm a versatile artist, so that is the favorite Pabi, like, when you hear Pabi Joe, just know that like that is like my favorite song. I enjoyed like the process of making that song, and also I did something different because I actually started teasing the beat. It had no lyrics, so I had to record after 2 months. So such a a very special story. So that is like my really like top 1 song.
I love
and I'm
that.
also like singing in Spitori, like I'm
Right.
from Pitori, so everything is like
it's just perfect.
I love it so much.
Baby, I love you so much. I'm like one of your biggest fans. You're incredible, genuinely, and I'm so proud of you for everything that you've achieved.
Thank you.
Please keep on taking in all the wins, and let's continue with Pabi Cooper to the world.
Yes, thank you
Love
so
it.
much.
Thank you, my baby. The beautiful thing is that Pabi Cooper is not going anywhere at all. She is going to be blowing you away as we jump on into the weekend, allowing the weekend to officially open. My question to you, Cape Teasy, Fo Sheezy, are you guys ready for Pabi Cooper? Are you?
for Shizzle Manizzle. We are ready for Puppy Cooper.
I'm ready for the weekend. I think she's going to bring that energy. We are here for that.
Absolutely. What we're also here for is to play some games. It's a Friday, it's the weekend, and we got to get into some game time with Tropica this morning. Now, World Sports Betting launched a brand new game. It's called Holy Goalie, and on Monday, based off the game scene in Tropica, that's where it comes from, Tropica Island of Treasure, that is. I did see you on a Monday, though. He was really struggling with this game, so let's see if we can tackle it. You're going to have to lead the way here, Graham.
I'm trying.
Oh, okay. Well, as you can see on screen right now, on Tropica, actually, the game has contestants balancing on a beam, and we luckily do not have that because we would fall, especially in these heels. But I am trying to win at least one of these games for a shot at 60,000. You're going to have to try again. I'm going to give you another opportunity.
It is challenging. Now that I've started to understand the dynamic that you can... Oh, okay. Let's bring you down a little bit.
So what happens? It needs to go into the pineapple.
Oh, man. It's a lot harder than it looks. Oh, no. Okay, I'll give one more try and then you can go.
Yeah. I don't even know how to go. You're not explaining.
So this is... when you watch them take on this challenge, and they were using their feet to kind of move the rope on the actual show, and the whole time you're like, oh, calm down. There we go. Okay, now we are winning at life. Let's lower that side.
You are a winner, Graham. I believe in you.
Okay, yeah, now we are figuring it out.
Ooh.
Calm yourself, calm yourself.
This thing takes a lot of concentration.
It's concentration, but now that I know that you can...
Oh, you passed the halfway mark.
I know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You calm yourself down.
I mean, I'll curse it.
Okay, should I just keep going?
Keep going, Graham.
You can do it,
got
you can do it.
this.
Woohoo!
Go, go,
dun,
go,
dun,
go,
dun, dun.
go,
Is that a
go,
hole?
go.
Okay, I must dodge that, so let's go around you.
There are levels to this.
I'm going to do
oh
this.
My God,
I'm actually going to do this.
You got it.
I'm actually going to do this, guys. Go in the hole and come on.
Come on.
You can do it. Sure, I'm sweating. You don't understand. That was intense, okay?
That was fantastic.
Give it a go. It's actually, I will restart it there for you. It's a whole lot of fun.
Okay, let's
You've
try
got the
this
little
out.
buttons there, so you can see on the big screen, these ones move it forward. Don't forget the little hands drop you down. So the hands drop you down, and then the big ones pull you up. And this is the bottom line, is you can actually kind of try your hand. Very good, very good. No, honestly, that was the first time I've ever finished this game. I've failed miserably every time now that I've cracked the code. And the only warning, it is very addictive, okay? If you think things couldn't get any better, think again. World Sports Betting is giving us even more, not just the prizes, obviously, but a whole lot of fun and engagement. So you can visit wsbwinners.co.za and do it right now and start playing for your shots at a share of 60,000 Rand. So be sure to leave a comment and tell us how you approached the challenge. Maybe you've got a technique, but you figured it out now. You've got this.
Don't talk to me. I'm going to lose it.
No. You can do it. Maybe a bit less on the right. There we go. Whoa. Don't go throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
You see, I said don't talk to me.
She's got it.
I think I've got it.
Bear in mind that you can get it too. Well done. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. It's that last little da-da-da! She's done it! Yay! Now, of course, please don't forget that you can get Tropica Island of Treasure this Saturday, 7:30 p.m. right here on S3 and see the real pros do these kind of challenges. Oh, I've earned it.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, my friend.
Winners, baby.
This Saturday evening on Tropica Island of Treasure.
I'm not scared to get my hands dirty.
I need to switch my game face on now.
She does not give up. What goes around comes around.
Nail biting stuff.
I don't know whether I want to cry or be angry.
There is someone that is hanging up their buff.
Can be anyone.
I'm actually a bit scared.
It's very stressful right now.
Let's bring them out. Catch Tropica Island of Treasure Saturday evenings at 7:30 on S3. Repeat Mondays at 9 p.m. on SABC1 and Fridays at 6 p.m. on S3.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code Expresso for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. A festive table isn't complete, I hear, without a show-stopping centerpiece. And what's better than a shareable treat? Our cheesy Christmas tree pull-apart bread is a warm, inviting addition that's easy to make, hopefully, and delightful to share with friends and family. Hey, because we
Friend
are.
that's become family.
Exactly.
It's very
you
simple.
broke my bread, okay? you broke my bread, and now I don't know what to do. So I have no idea how to approach this, but I've now said to the world that it is easy.
It is easy. It is so simple, Gray. You literally need a couple of ingredients, some cheese, and also some dough that's already made because...
Yeah, and don't judge yourself. If you want to go and buy some ready-made
Do
dough,
it.
just go and do it, man.
Life is
I
for
enjoy
the
the
living.
tactile process of making dough. That's cool and everything. But who has the time, okay? But here, the real hero, and we've tried this cheese in every way, shape, and form we can, and it is beautiful. Clover's individually wrapped cheese slices are so easy to use and packed with protein, the right kind of energy, adding a delicious, satisfying boost to any meal, certainly leveling up our bread jar. And of course, you can lean on the Clover quality, the trust that we have. So the good news, we've got the 400 gram and the 950 gram limited edition packs that bring you more cheese slices with a lot more value as well, making them ideal for holiday meals, for group entertaining, or for creative baking, and available in Gouda and cheddar flavors. So they've listened to us. The slices, they've got a creamier taste, a beautiful, vibrant color, and an improved thickness. They enhance any recipe, making cheese slices visually appealing for any use, because you don't want a cheese slice that's just going to dwindle.
No.
It needs to do the job.
It needs to have
And
some substance to it.
you are aggressively attacking everything in the kitchen today. I'm glad
This is
that
how I cook. Now
I know,
you guys
man.
know.
What are you processing? Why are you so angry this morning? What do we need to work through?
Graham, what's his name? Damien and I were talking about how we both need therapy, and he's taken the steps, and this is my therapy.
Oh, so you're taking the steps right now. I'm proud of you. Now I'm really, really proud of you. Now, there is something unbelievably therapeutic about cooking.
There is.
And certainly doing it with family.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful experience. Okay, so I'm watching you do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same, okay?
Pretty simple.
So you just flatten it out a little bit and
then you
just
stuff the
beat
cheese
it up.
inside. Actually, the beating is essential, though.
Just you let that cheese know who's the boss of the kitchen, okay?
See, I don't even need a rolling pin.
I know, I can just...
Here we go. That's
I wish we
you.
had some chicken to tenderize here or something right now. We could just sort that out.
Call me up if ever you do.
Do you know, this is the ultimate test, when the cheese doesn't break when you open the package. And that always used to be a frustration for me. Where I'm like,
Then you just eat it off the plastic.
I'm too aggressive in the kitchen again. What has Carissa done to me?
Bad influence.
So then you just muddle it up and
that's it.
I'm trying to follow your technique, but you've done it slightly differently every time. But how exciting is that?
You scramble it.
Scramble.
Yeah.
Officially, it's a cooking term.
You scramble
When
it.
you scramble something, it comes out beautiful like that. Look
And
at
the
that.
point is, we're making a Christmas tree, right? So I think it's supposed to go 1, 2, 3, and then go down from there.
I'm glad that you said that right now, because I'd missed that completely. And I'm the guy who said
You did.
what it is
I was
about
listening
10
while you were
times.
talking.
That is very, very cute.
Isn't
Do you know what? The social element is the best part. The fact that you can still have the Christmas theme, you can have the impact, the showstopper element, but then it's not some sterile big dessert that no one wants to cut into with a knife. You know, that it's just grab it, man. Grab it, get stuck
Get
in, and have
involved,
some
pull
fun.
it apart, because it is a pull-apart cheesy thing. And then you're going to complete that while I get into the top part. So we've got melted butter, we've got some mixed herbs that we'll throw in.
Very nice.
And then garlic that we'll just grate on in here as well. And that's what makes it garlicky. Garlicky, cheesy. Honestly, I've never known a better combination than bread, garlic, and cheese.
Oh, completely. I love this. I absolutely... And because festive in South Africa is often braai festive, so you've got to find other ways of introducing kind of the traditional Christmassy vibes. And this is a very clever way of doing it. Is this the base of our tree or the...
That is the top of the tree.
Okay. Thanks for explaining it to me.
And you also have to do a base, though, because it needs a leg. Or not a leg, what do you call those? It needs a leg to stand
Everyone
on.
needs a leg to stand on, Carissa. Everyone does. And then we start...
I'm going to decorate
look at that.
So this happens before it actually goes in the oven, so that when it bakes, it can be
Oh, man.
all involved and delicious.
And
And
I like
it
it.
just goes in for a bit.
And we finished it off with a little bit of salt. I like that. I love salty bread.
Like
I'm sorry,
the
I'm like
crunchy
that guy.
salt.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rock and roll. I'm down with that.
Yum. in the oven 15 minutes, and that will just come to life even more.
That smells incredible.
Okay.
This is a lot of fun, actually. This is very therapeutic. If you're having a rough day, if you've had a rough year, okay, just make 50 of these, and I think you'll be fine. You will absolutely work through everything you need to, and then you get to enjoy that then. Well done, you. Hey, most aggressive chef award for 2024 goes to Carissa. Absolutely beautiful. If you want the inspiration, go to expressoshow.com and have a little fun. Do a little therapy yourself.
What's new from Clover? Experience the irresistible taste and richness of Clover's new cheese slices. Now thicker, cheesier, and with improved flavor. Mmm, so cheesy. Try it. You'll love it. Clover, made with love.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We are dusting off all the crumbs of the goodness in
My
the
skin is so soft, man. It's also a good exfoliant.
It is, isn't it? And we got to get into something so good for you before we close up the show today. And once again, I got to tell you about the 70 million rand waiting for you. That is the Powerball jackpot, and it's your reason to play this Friday. So please listen to me right now. Don't get left behind and play right now.
So how do you do it? You put a big fat smile on your face and you walk in store. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can go use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking platform, or you can dial *120 *7529# for USSD.
Oh, easy peasy. Now, we posted all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so go and check them out. And Panda Pusha Play, that's Powerball for the guaranteed 70 million rand jackpot today, and you could win this life-changing amount of money.
Oh, you can ponder that as we kickstart the weekend. Barbie Cooper's in the house.
Oh, yes, baby. One of our ministers of groove, she is here. I'm talking about Bobby Cooper with Bobby Joe. Sitting on 2 million views. Yes, Anna, if you did not know.
kula kankani. Ema pantala ila muni wari arero wale. Wa kalawe, sato kalawe. Wa kalawe, sato kalawe.
Nagina lijo mita madonga, nagina lijo mita makutume, nagina lijo mita madonga, nagina lijo mita makutume. Joy na joy, rasale babutim kakati, mostasi homona teso, rasale babutim kakati, spitori ke se haborena, rasale babutim kakati, tu. Why when I tell my gamatati, spitori ke se haborena, rasale babutim kakati, tu. Why when I tell my gamatati, nagina lijo mita madonga, nagina lijo mita makutume. Nagina lijo mita madonga, nagina lijo mita makutume. Joy na joy, rasale babutim kakati, mostasi homona teso, rasale babutim kakati, spitori ke se haborena, rasale babutim kakati.
We love you. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Mwah.
See you then.
Adios.
Another feel-good production.
What's new from Clover? Experience the irresistible taste and richness of Clover's new cheese slices. Now thicker, cheesier, and with improved flavor. So cheesy. Try it. You'll love it. Clover, made with love.